your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampionLaw.com.
Count on Campion, Campion Law.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to floridahomeac.com/careers to find out more.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Guggen's go time on a Thursday morning. Sometimes you gotta let it breathe, man. You know, just kind of yawn and stretch into your morning a little bit. Or perhaps you forgot to put sugar in your coffee and you made a quick run. One of those two is what has occurred here to start the program. But we are revved and ready to go. Met the media yesterday. Takeaways, generic and specific. From look, it's an operation that's not meant to, divulge much info, much intel. They're still absorbing it all. You have questions about the emerging relationship between Coen and Lawrence and what have they talked about the offseason plan. None of those conversations have taken place yet, right? He has met the masses. That is Liam Coen. He's given his team a farewell address, so to speak. And now if you're the Jaguars and the guys up on the podium yesterday, it's about advancing. You're always advancing. There's some clues to be, deduced from listening to Coen and Gladstone yesterday. And I could make some guesses. I think I've been pretty good staying in line, guessing with what they're thinking and where they're going. My guess is on a couple of things. Travis Hunter's going to be primarily a cornerback. I know this. I know the headlines this morning are screaming that, or maybe more nationwide, Jags will continue to use to play Hunter both ways, and that is also true from what was said in yesterday's press conference. But James Gladstone looks at it like you or I. Sometimes the obvious is the obvious, and the players with expiring contracts. Where the roster takes a hit in that regard, it's at the cornerback position. You drafted a cornerback number 2 overall last year, so I would suspect, and I take from the hints, that would be his primary spot next year, although he will continue to play both ways. They were encouraged by his development on that side of the football. He missed all the offensive fun in the second half when they got better. But based on the initial answer from James Gladstone, look, he's like the rest of us, and you don't have to go so far as to say, and the secondary really struggled, and the offense was playing like, a fireworks show. You didn't have to say that. We saw that, and I don't want to say the secondary struggled. That's not fair. They had some bad moments, especially late in the Buffalo game. You can't give up a 39-yard pass, man, when you're protecting a 4-point lead. But we'll get into more from Coen and from Gladstone and what is going to be in front of us here this offseason. The message from Liam Coen is what you might expect as well. It was a good year. Congratulations. We made strides. We've grown as a team. But we're 0-0. That's what we are. None of the 13 carry over, right? E.T., good morning.
South Passe, Jeffrey.
I just checked the rule book. No wins carry over it's not dynasty football. You don't carry over any wins. You're going to start straight up 0-0. Is that correct?
That is correct. This is not AT&T and singular. We don't get rollover minutes.
There you go.
0-0.
There you go. All right. One more just general observation, and I'm going to circle back in our second segment this morning, and we'll play some excerpts from that press conference yesterday, one that we carried live here on 1010XL. You know why? Because we're the home of the Jags. Darn right. I look, there is much appreciation for Travis Etienne and what he's done, but if that number creeps high at all, I know number one would be to want to bring him back. Right? That'd be number one. In a perfect world, you can bring him back, and they might be able to do that. Are you comfortable like 2 years, $14 million? And is Travis Etienne willing to play for $7 million a year? Is he going to get much more on the table out there? There's this service online, this website. I think it's called Spot Track. And it projects what the market is going to be, and they're usually pretty spot on, as it were, because that's what they do. They follow contracts and what free agents get and what their supposed value might be. And I think they have ETN at $6.7 million a year. I'd love to have him as part of the offense, but I'm also well enough aware that they drafted 2 running backs last year, and they traded Tank Bigsby. So putting their own fresh print on what that backfield will look like is still maybe a possibility. But ETN came to town when training camp started as the long shot, it felt like. Let's don't forget that. Tank Bigsby was the rage, no? And Bigsby, quite frankly, and maybe it was a lot due to injury, outplayed ETN last year. Shoot, it's not a stray, but when Tony was on with us week to week going into last year, he felt Bigsby was the best running back on the roster. Remember that? Told us that here on the air. Obviously, times and things have changed, and just where ETN sits going into the offseason, we'll see. I don't think Greg Lloyd will be back. That's what it felt like. And again, this is me drawing from what I'm hearing. It's a recognition for the incredible year he had, the buy-in, the production, start to finish, and the position he's put his career in. But if you're a team that's already over the cap, I just don't know if linebacker. But he's a playmaker, man. That's a tough one.
Yeah, Devin Lloyd.
Lloyd's a tough one.
Yeah, I want to see him walk, but is he? To pay that much money to a linebacker, can we afford
if you are, right? If you got to go $20 million, I just don't. And I think that's what Spot Track says for him. Can you go $20 million on a linebacker? You just went $20 million on Jacoby Myers.
Is he that much of a game breaker to invest that much?
You know what? That's the question I stopped myself from asking. What am I talking about? He had a 99-yard interception return against the Chiefs. He had 2 turnovers deep in the opponent territory. He had a couple 3 sacks. So yeah, I think he is a playmaker.
But, so if he would have had a season like that last year,
yeah,
no brainer.
No, I know. I know. In hindsight, you probably we just pick up that 5th-year option. Right. And I don't know how that works. I don't know if that's just the 5th year of his written in contract. Does it stay on that rookie scale? Or if you pick up the 5th-year option, does that contract number bump up? Either way, it would have been a much less of an investment and a much easier decision, I would say.
And the franchise tag on him is crazy, right?
Yeah, it's $20 million, I think I said. Or maybe even more.
Right, I think it might be
27, did I say maybe? It was up there. So, and again, this is not what they said. This is the opinion that I drew out of watching a lot of these things through the years. But again, it's not time to celebrate. Yesterday was both a victory lap of sorts, or at least a tip of the cap to a terrific season. But it was also the theme with these guys is always going to be, what do we got to do to get better? And we'll learn James Gladstone's approach, if it'll be how much free agency and trade market and draft plays into shaping this roster before we head into 2026. I'm not sure I wouldn't make Monteric Brown the priority of the 3. Now, that being said, you try that kind of flies in the face. You drafted a guy number 2 overall. He's got to kind of take but then what are you doing on the other side? Yeah, right. Jordan Lewis comes back, but let's keep him where he was in the place that he was making. And if you put Travis Hunter on one, and by the way, you're already intending to use him at least somewhat offensively, who's on the other side? It's not Newsom. And so that leaves Monteric Brown. And when we were doing these advanced contracts, he said 2 guys. One last thing. It's fascinating to me. He said two things. You know, there are two guys, or at least two guys whose names came up. There may be more. But he said this, man, there were two guys that training camp wasn't a mirage. They made Monteric Brown got his hands on the ball the entire training camp, and that's the way he played when they got into the regular season. Parker Washington, the workout that we were at and did the show down there live, Parker had one of those across the middle, go up high, catch touchdown, back of the end zone type plays. Been doing it all year. And when it took an injury, really, for Parker Washington to get his opportunity for the kind of growth that we saw. By the way, PFF came out with their most improved players at every position. The Jags had a couple entries. We'll get into that later this hour as well. But Monteric Brown, to me, it should be a priority. And he's good and all that. He ain't priced himself into some crazy contract. Get him now, right? I mean, Monteric Brown could be signed as a starter somewhere, but he's not going to come with the kind of fanfare of maybe even some others at the position in free agency. So, meanwhile, we just have to kind of watch with a little jealousy, don't we, as the NFL's final games play out this weekend. We will certainly talk about that this morning. And we had the first big trimmer out there when it comes to incoming on the coaching searches. All the headlines have been about the big names that have been let go, either by team or by choice. Well, now it looks like just about the ink is drying on an agreement between John Harbaugh and the New York Football Giants. You forget how bad the Giants have gotten. We make fun of the Jets. The Giants have 8 double-digit loss seasons in the last 10 years. That surprise you? A little bit.
Yeah.
It's surprising. I don't think by any measure the Giants have been annual contenders. Doesn't feel like they have been a double-digit loss team on average. And when you lose double digits 8 out of 10, including some really bad years, including this one, then they need fixing across the board. Harbaugh would seem like a really good choice there. He seems like he'd be able to expertly handle the New York media, because he's been in front of the national media with the biggest and most important and viable questions in the sport for the last 10, 15 years. He's handled plenty of drama, success, and any type of experience you would want in a head coach. John Harbaugh has had it, not to mention the incredible success. So stepping into that rugged NFC East, I say rugged, certainly probably the most visible division in all of football, with the Cowboys and the Eagles and obviously the Giants, who have a proud history and tradition now. Don't get it wrong. Hang a lot of Super Bowl banners up there in New York. Giants won with Phil Simms, and they won with Hostetler. Giants won a couple of times with Tom Coughlin. Bill Parcells has put his stamp on that. Lawrence Taylor. That's a big boy. It's a big boy franchise. The Steelers' job catches your eye more because they've had sustained success, but big boy franchises don't get much more big boy than the New York Football Giants. We say football Giants, and y'all make fun of us, but there was a day, way back in the day, before my time, thank you, where the San Francisco Giants in baseball played in New York. They were the New York Giants. So there was a distinction, like nationally, when you reported on those two franchises. And basically, the baseball team was the New York Giants, and the football team was the New York Football Giants.
That's where that comes from.
Yeah, just a little nugget for you here this morning. All right, the wide world of sports. We'll take a gander. Also going to go deep into the press conferences yesterday at the stadium. Up and rolling here on a Thursday. Thanks for being with us. It's going to get chilly. No. It's going to get cold here the next few days. Have you looked at the forecast?
Yeah, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I never look at the forecast. I just don't, man. I mean, unless I'm playing golf the next day, I don't look at it. I just deal with it, right? When I walk out in the morning is when I find out what the weather is.
That's normally how I am, yeah.
But then when it gets to be like really cold, and it's going to be really cold for more than a day or two, people start talking.
People start talking. That's what sends you to the weather app.
That's right.
Yep.
And then it sends me there, and I'm going like low.
The same way.
29, tonight. It feels like
It'll be
tonight
20 sometime.
20-something overnight from Thursday into Friday. I'm not going to lie. I had some not well laid out plans. Hadn't followed through yet, but I was kind of thinking about hitting that golf ball around on Friday.
Me too.
Bump that.
Heck no.
Too many pretty days. Back with Coen, Gladstone, and more when we return. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When D-Rock talks football, Jacksonville listens.
I'm listening intently.
Mike DiRocco.
With Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Brightened by Lee and Kate's Glass. Thursdays 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Did you know your roof ages from the inside out? By the time you see a leak, damage already exists beneath the shingles. Sun exposure, humidity, and seasonal storms slowly weaken roofing materials over time. If your roof is 15 years old or more, then now's the time to start planning, not reacting. At Endless Summer Roofing, we provide professional inspections and clear guidance so you can make informed decisions. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com to schedule a free inspection. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summers.
It's January. You turn on the hot water, expecting steam, and you get let down. That's usually a sign your tankless water heater is loaded with mineral buildup, slowing it down and wearing it out before it's time. So Duck Duck Rooter is kicking the new year off strong with a Start Fresh Tankless Flush. Their experienced technicians flush and clean your tankless system, restoring performance and getting you back in the game. Right now, get your tankless water heater flushed and cleaned for just $99, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Put the ball in the net with 60 minutes of soccer talk. The Coaches Show presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Baylor. Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Hey, poker players and sports fans. It's cold outside, but the action is hot inside. Turn game day into payday at Aces Sports Bar inside Best Bet St. Augustine. Catch all the playoff football and college basketball on our big screens and play your hand at the tables. Plus, score $100 for touchdowns during selected pro football games and $500 every 30 minutes at the table games. Get all the exciting details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. The Jaguars are built. Yeah, I know you've heard that before. You heard it after the 17 season. You heard it after the 22 season. I get it. But they're built now. They're more aligned than they were either of those 2 years. They've got better quarterback play coming up than either of those 2 years. The bottom line is they finally are built. They've become tougher than they've been in a long time, and they've got a really good head coach. This one stings. Man, oh man, it stings. But the Jags are going to be good for a long time. I have no doubt. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. This month marks a big milestone for Nimnik Buick GMC. 85 years of serving Jacksonville. Since 1941, Nimnik's been more than a dealership. It's been part of the community. 4 generations of families, thousands of vehicles sold, and a reputation built on doing things the right way. When you hear nobody but Nimnik, that's 85 years of trust behind it. If you bought a car from Nimnik, serviced one, or participated in one of our causes, you're part of the legacy. Stop by and see the folks at Nimnik today, because this milestone belongs to Jacksonville too. GMC, we are professional grade.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we're back. PGA Tour golf season kicks off today. Over there in Hawaii, that's hours away, considering how up we are this morning. I see 6 o'clockers going to bundle up these next couple of days. Hardens us. But ET, good news for us.
Yeah.
If we have golf Stradamus on the text line, at least. But a dude on the text line, I'm not sure of his qualifications. It's not like checkmarked as Golf Insider, but he says J.J. Spawn or Chris Kirk will win the golf tournament this weekend. So that's good news for ET and I, because ET picked J.J. Spawn in this week's Brunch with the Tour picks, and I went with Chris Kirk. So, Guggen, I hope you're right. Also from the text line, Devin Lloyd has had 3 subpar seasons and 1 great season, hard pass. I think it's a little unfair to judge Devin Lloyd's first 3 seasons as subpar. I'm not saying he was great. He wasn't what he was this 4th year. He wasn't a subpar football player. He went through moments. But he also had moments where he stood out. Look, last year didn't feel like it to us. Not watching, not with our eyeballs. But remember, ET, it was that storyline. He was like the 6th
graded high.
Highest rated linebacker by Pro Football Focus.
And
we're like, wait, what?
Play like it.
And then he did. So, and I'm not here to argue, go tit for tat. But in fairness, when completely evaluating Devin Lloyd, and again, from listening to those press conferences yesterday, it did not feel like, it felt like Devin Lloyd was going to outprice himself. At some point, you got to regenerate at positions, right? You drafted Kaiser last year. I mean, we didn't see him much, didn't need him much. You got Ventrell Miller there still running around. You're going to have to fortify through the draft, and otherwise, we're going to have to hit on some gems. And that doesn't happen immediately. You know, this notion of immediacy that we have in culture.
Instant gratification.
Instant, man. That's not how life works. So that's what leads to this cultural frustration. Life and process is not about instant gratification. It's just not. Got to put in the time. You ought to shot Parker Washington into the sun with a slingshot after year 2.
Of course, yep.
And just like, me too. There was a guy that played here, didn't look like he'd ever be more than a puppet. When I say puppet, the way he moved his arms and legs around. He's coming off a 7.5 sack season on one of the AFC's best teams, and he had 2 sacks in the first rounds of the playoffs. And that guy here looked like he shouldn't play flag football. Yeah. Caleb on Chason.
Yeah.
Takes a while. Point being, we can't look at this draft class that we just had with James Gladstone and put a big, huge grade on it. I would suggest if you have a team that has to get impressive showings from rookies, it's because checks notes, you suck. Why does Cleveland have the best draft class? Because they all had to play. And when the guys that were drafted this year, and never mind the improvement and the growth that we need to see out of them, don't get me wrong, there was impact there. Jonah Monheim had to play vital snaps. Wyatt Milan bounced around for a collection of important snaps. Tootin and Allen were important. You lost Hunter and Ransaw to injury, so they were never even a part of it. I guess the one guy who flashed where maybe training camp was a mirage was Kaiser. We never saw him all year. Right? Is that fair?
It's fair.
Didn't you feel like we heard his name a little bit in the preseason?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And again, another one, though. And if you're the Jaguars, you got to have Kaiser ready to be Lloyd. In general, I'm not saying this specific situation, how they break down those positional charts. Guys have different strengths. They're good at using them. So, as for this offseason compared to last, we talked about this yesterday. It's time to see how Jimmy Gladstone cooks. Let's see what the ecosystem looks like. There's obviously a difference between now and a 13-4 team, fine-tuning moving forward, and last year, barely here a hot minute, taking over a 4-13 ball club that the floor had to be raised. And, buddy, they definitely raised the floor.
The desired result obviously wasn't there, but there's a lot of pride in the process. I think you talk about reflection, and that's an ongoing piece to the puzzle. It's never ending, and obviously we were doing that along the way. We're doing it moving forward, but as I think back to where we were this time last year, Liam was probably just embarking on the interview process. I wasn't even considering it as an option. There were plenty of people in Jacksonville that had never heard my name, and I think the fact that we got a longer runway right here is going to be a luxury, right? And as we think about what myself, Liam, Tony were able to do with a vision and be able to execute that, raising the floor of the football team, knowing that when you think back to 2024, there was plenty of talent to keep, close games. But we needed to raise the floor and inject intangibles into the football team so that we could close games. And to be able to see that come to fruition is certainly something that we can take some pride in, and being able to talk through and engineer what this football team looks like moving forward and where our points of emphasis need to be is certainly something we're having those early discussions around, and need to continue to dive deeper into what that actually looks like.
First things first, we got to have a meeting. Got to get all the brain trust, all the young guys, and we got to come up with these key off-season slogans. I'm looking forward to those. Anybody with me on that one? Yep. They'll drop us a couple. There'll be a couple of slogans by the time we get to training camp. We'll be using on the regular.
They said something yesterday, like 3 man up, 3 man.
Yeah. That's part. 3 best, 3 better, 3 best.
Yeah.
I guess
they said that before. That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah, maybe they said it within the they're talking about outgoing interviews. Talking with players about the 3 best things, 3 things they can do better is what I'm assuming. I don't know if they went to the breakdown yesterday. I heard most of the press conference, but I was on my way to an appointment, so I may have missed just maybe one question or answer or 2, but I don't think so. I think I got just about all of it. Here is, by the way, we talked about the 3 decisions really, and with all due respect to the other guys on the roster, and some of them might very well be back, but they're Monteric Brown, Devin Lloyd, and Travis Etienne. That's what we basically boiled down to here, right? Comes to a scale of importance, and you can put them in any order you want. Here's Gladstone on Monteric Brown and his future with the franchise.
Yeah, that was another one that's in alignment with Parker Washington. What you saw in the offseason program and in training camp was authentic. It was real. He was getting his hand on the ball endlessly. His skill set aligned with the scheme in a true form. And I think that probably from last season to this season was something that many could understand on their own, but he's very comfortable operating in it. He's very effective in it. I think that certainly gave us the confidence. His mode of operation is one of trust, and I think that gives a coaching staff certainly a willingness to give it an attempt, even if walking into the season or looking outward in, you may not have identified Buster as being a starting cornerback or not, and certainly proud, just like with Devin, to see his output continue to climb over the course of the season and make a real dent in our results.
Yeah, and I think a bigger dent in their decision making. Just be listening to how everyone was described, and everyone was described with the respect and accolades they deserve. It just felt like. Although he did reference when it came to Travis Hunter's playing time, Gladstone at least said, well, we got more expiring contracts there at corner than we do on offense. As to offense, we can just tamp down one narrative. Jag fan can be as frustrated with Brian Thomas Jr. as they want. We had a conversation here yesterday about the future of BTJ and what he has to do to get better, and they have to unlock that. But both Gladstone and Coen, here's Liam Coen, there is no flicker of thought up there about moving forward without Brian Thomas Jr. having his part.
Yeah, I think you point to wins and losses as really what comes down to. And when you're a part of a team that wins, typically that wealth is shared. And so it's never truly going to be about one player. I continue to pour into every single one of these guys, as will Edgar Bennett and as will Grant and as will our entire staff, to continue to pour into guys to try to get the most out of them, to help our team win as many games as humanly possible. And BT will 100% be a part of that.
Yeah, 100%. Well, how much is that? 100%'s all, right? So, yeah, I think, and I'm down with that plan. Again, we talk about guys, maybe have a little slump. You want to look back at our career? Can I go through some great receivers' careers and find that one year? Like, ooh, man, is he done? Was that a mirage? Maybe it is.
Randy Moss, he played for the Raiders before he played for
but well established. The one thing about that is he had a lot more than just that one year that Brian Thomas Jr. had. We'll see, but I think it's a smart thing to do. It's a very affordably priced receiver who at times in his career has been elite. He's only going to his 3rd year. Any notion of moving on from Brian Thomas or this or that, to me, seems just silly. And if you get rid of him now, you're Jacoby Myers and Parker Washington. Let's take a strength and some depth and turn it into a question.
Right.
No thanks, man. At least not me. Now there's this. There is certainly some fulfillment from the 13-4 year, although losing your first round game makes it feel like you didn't accomplish that much. Liam Coen, what will the difference be moving forward?
I don't know. You know, I gotta look at what those exact, I guess you could call it bullet points would be to get that over the hump. I think that we had a lot of great energy towards the end of the season in terms of like, I don't know if a lot of guys were just like, oh my gosh, let's get this season over with type thing, to where the schedule, the routine, the support staff, the operation, the routine, the practices, it felt like it was going in the right direction in terms of sustainability throughout maybe a few more weeks. So looking at that, I think that it was on par with being able to continue moving forward. It was just some critical moments, obviously, and plays in a game that you got to be able to make. And, you know, those are things that you end up having to build upon and try to recreate in the off season, right? So like when we do situational masters and we go through our off season plan and recreating maybe some of those moments that we ended up losing in, right? Obviously the end of half, like great execution and get us into a position to make, hey, we just didn't make the kick. Like it is what it is, right? So, all right, let's go put them back in that situation in the spring and continue to recreate moments to create positivity, to have that muscle memory to go and make those plays when the time comes.
Didn't get any more specific that. In other words, you know, what about from the coaching standpoint of strategy? You know, again, when the behind the doors and you look at the film over there, somebody at some point, I mean, if you're just sitting with your buddy and talking ball, you'd be like, hey, man, why didn't we run it more? There's more than enough qualified people over there to come to that conclusion. Moving forward, again, the answers to these questions you would have about why not take the points or why not run it more, no matter what comes out of his mouth today or yesterday, you're not going to find out until we're in a game situation next year and this scenario arises. It was just a perfect storm. I mean, listen, it's pretty par for the course for us reactionary sports fan and media to immediately pick apart what could have been done differently. You shouldn't have done this. You should have done that. They're this against this, and they're that against that. I get it. But when it's playing out in front of you, right in front of you, that the Bills have one of the worst run defenses, they gave up the most explosive run plays, and they have the number one pass defense, and then you spend a good portion of the game with that's exactly what it looks like, you got to take advantage. And we've talked that to death. Doesn't matter. Unfortunately, we gone. All right, come back on the other side. There a couple of stats jumped out at me from the basketball world. And man, you want to know the value of your A-plus star in the NBA. It took 41 games. It took half a season to find that out. And I will have the undeniable data proof when we come back on the other side. Still got a football fix. Big coaching move yesterday. John Harbaugh, by all appearances, headed to the New York Giants, where he will take over there. Leaves 8 openings and a ton of good qualified candidates. We got a lot of football talk as we move along today, and certainly the Jags season-ending press conference to go along with our season-ending and into the offseason thoughts on such matters. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. We love winning, and 1010XL wants you to win our contests. We also like to share the winning. That's why we ask you to wait 30 days to win again so others get a chance to have the winning feeling. Find complete contest details at 1010XL.com.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Cersei here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic parm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Spend an evening with James Taylor. and his all-star band. The music icon is back on tour. September 22nd and 23rd, St. Augustine Amphitheater. The multiple Grammy Award-winning James Taylor, and a night full of his biggest hits. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at AXS.com. Spend the night with a friend. James Taylor.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
San Jose Collision in Mandarin is proud to be an iCar Gold Class collision repair facility. That means they meet the industry's highest training standards. Experience the difference at San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the chairman of Underwoods. With Christmas behind us in 2026 here, the last thing you want to hear is somebody trying to sell you something. That's why at Underwoods, we'd like to stop and just say thank you to all the people that came in our stores over the last year. Whether you bought from us or not, we want to thank you for coming in and giving us the chance to help. You see, in North Florida, there are a lot of people trying to sell you jewelry, but at Underwoods, we consider it an honor for somebody to come in and just give us that chance to help. And if we do a good job, we might get a chance to serve again. Having served North Florida since 1928, all of us here understand what a customer really gives us during that visit to Underwoods, their trust, and it's up to us to do everything we can to keep it. So on behalf of everybody on the Underwood team, thanks again for coming into our stores, and we wish each of you a Happy New Year.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Well, 80s guitar rock coming back. All right, let me see if I can get a band. I'm terrible at this, so you guys can laugh at me. So I know you take great joy in seeing people fail. I got to get I tell you what the guitar sounds like, but I haven't heard any music.
Right.
The guitar sounds like Rat. Right now, who's like... Did I get it?
It's Rat.
Wow.
Yeah.
For guys that don't know music, that's a good pull.
You can't say you don't know music if you pull that just from the guitar, bro.
Wow. It sounded like Rat guitar. Well, look at me going all nuanced with the music. That's what was impressive there. I went nuanced. I haven't heard the lyrics yet, but it sounds like Rat guitar work.
It's definitely Rat.
Now, Rat actually came back and went mainstream, more mainstream than they ever were at their popularity. Rat's one of those flare up in like for 2-year kind of bands in the mid 80s. But they came back, one of those like Geico commercials. We got Rats in
for real?
That was Rat.
Is them in there?
Yeah, that's them that's playing, one of those are catchy little commercials. I think.
If you know, you know.
So Rat came back for that. They sing that. I think they sing that song Round and Round. Round and round. You guys, my boys loading up the trucks this morning out there. They know what,
they know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about. You're darn right they do. So, anyway, we're back with the Shazam Spotlight. The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by You Feel Me Truck Guys, the Murray Ford Superstores. Man, good people, man, good folks. Murray himself, right here, First Coast area, Nice High grad. Has built the Murray Ford Superstores, and we're so glad that they're a part of us here in the morning. And Shazam, you're going to love their prices. You're going to love this stat. This guy will probably never win the MVP, and I think that while he impressed us last year, the fact that Oklahoma City ended up winning, and or maybe it's just basketball doesn't register like football, and because now that I'm really grinding on it, I think we did give Tyrese Halliburton his props for what a great player he was. Remember, he hit all those dramatic shots. He didn't seem, as I recall, the Pacers run to the finals last year. He wasn't go get you 40-point a game guy, but he was just really good. But then he got the injury started to bother him. What did he end up doing, like an Achilles or hamstring?
Towards the Achilles.
Yeah, maybe trying to play.
Trying to play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So last year, and there were some other factors. They got Siakam. He was good. Miles Turner was a good player for a long time, and he's not there anymore. He's gone on to the Bucks. Did you see Giannis boo the crowd a couple nights ago?
No.
Giannis got booed in the first half on his home floor.
In Milwaukee?
In Milwaukee.
Woo.
And didn't like it. Had a lot to say about it after the game. He goes, man, I lead this franchise in everything. I've been doing my thing here for a long time. So I don't think I should be booed here at home. He said it flat out.
Yeah.
Got a point. So anyway, come out third quarter, he gets the first bucket, and he does his double thumb down, boo, to the crowd, man. Somewhere on Kevin Durant's burner phone, the laughing emojis went out. Anyway, I digress. So back to the recipient of the Shazam Spotlight. So Tyrese Halliburton last year led the Pacers to the finals. Last year, the Pacers went 50-32. The Pacers, without Tyrese Halliburton and some others, at the midway point right now, are 9-32. They have already reached last year's loss total, and we are halfway through the season.
Shazam!
Yeah. That's the Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. And that Shazam Spotlight barely beats another. All right, I'm going to just ask you a question here real quick.
Oh, to me.
Let me pull up the Let me pull up the NBA standings here real quick. I just got a quick question for you. We'll start in the West. Okay, in the West, variously, the Thunder have won 4 in a row. The Nuggets have won 3 in a row. The Clippers have won 4 in a row. They're red hot. That's another storyline. The Kings have won 3 in a row, including a win over the Lakers. And then they beat the Knicks last night. What's the longest win streak? The 15 teams in each conference. So the 15, we got a 4, a 3, another 3, a couple of 2s, a 4, another 3. What's the longest win streak in the Eastern Conference?
In the Eastern
Yeah,
Conference?
just what's the longest win streak? The highest win streak right now going in the Western Conference is 4 games. What's the longest win streak in the Eastern Conference right now?
The fact that you're asking me this, we got some 4s and 3s. I'm gonna say it would have been a story. I'd probably say no more than 3.
1.
Yeah, see?
The longest win streak right now in the Eastern Conference is shared by 5 teams. The Raptors, the Magic, the Cavs, the Heat, and the Bulls. Congratulations. They've all won 1 in a row, which makes me ask, is that a streak?
Right.
Do you even put W1 or you just put a dash? Wait till we get to 2. Maybe it's happened early. I wonder this deep in the season if there's ever been a point. That's a 15-team conference. Seems like somebody had put together back-to-backs.
Right.
And I'm in fact, it'll make me curious enough that I'll kind of track this off air, this second half of the year, and see if there are other times where an entire conference, especially we've had full slates the last couple of nights.
Yeah.
And another one tonight. One college basketball note. Vandy lost last night, so there's another from the ranks of the undefeated. Vanderbilt, a loser last night at home. A storyline I want to get into is a little bit later is how these championship teams that will play for it, Miami and Indiana, were built. But I've got a question here that just it nags at me, and a lot of times, not a lot, sometimes every blue moon, I'll have something that I just so fiercely see or believe or think is a really great salient point, and it's just crickets chirping here. Sometimes you realize, well, maybe that's not that interesting to other people. Is it possible for a guy to get all the credit in the world, and yet you still not think he gets, you still don't think he's really getting the credit? He deserves even more than that.
Yeah, that's possible. We do it all the time.
That's Kurt Cignetti of Indiana, and I get it. We're giving him all the credit in the world.
Not enough.
Not enough credit for what this guy is doing. He took over literally the worst college football program, the most losses in D1 history. He took that program over, and in 2 years has gone to 2 playoffs, will now play for a national title and produced a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback who played a grand total of 1 season under him. He did this while the 2 sitting previous national champions were the biggest godfathers of his own league. Michigan and Ohio State had won the last 2. He came in with Michigan, the defending national champs, Ohio State about to win it, and said, "Hold my Pabst." And the fact that he's got Indiana there, it makes me think, I know he gets all the credit. Do we really understand? This guy, it's not that he's made the national title game. He has the best team in college football. Throwing eggs at the mansions of the 2 reigning national titleists. It's flabbergasting to me what he's done. And you know who really, really, really should be banging on the doors of their athletic directors and presidents, their boosters and everywhere else? Any other Big Ten team, not any other, 5 or 6 or 7 of you dogs with fleas in the Big Ten, not named Ohio State and Michigan, you're the ones that ought to be damned ashamed of yourself. I'm talking to you, Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan State. All we've gotten are tears and moans and pouts from you jokers for 50 years. And here's Kurt Cignetti in Indiana completely flipping the table over at Thanksgiving dinner. Football Fix when we return. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The PGA Tour tees off this week. The Sony Open in Hawaii at the Wailea Country Club in Honolulu. It's Russell Henley 11-1, Hideki Matsuyama and Ben Griffin both 17-1, and J.J. Spawn 18-1. Indiana 8.5-point favorite over Miami in Monday's national title game at Hard Rock Stadium. Total bet down from 48.5 to 47.5. At DraftKings, 86% of the cash on Indiana. At Circus Sports, 97% of the money on IU, laying the 8.5 points. College basketball today, Jacksonville plus 9.5 at Central Arkansas, UNF plus 9.5 at North Alabama. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keystoprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
It's January in Jacksonville, so you turn on the shower knob expecting hot water. Comes up cold. That's a tough loss to start the day, but Duck Duck Rooter is here to turn things around with the new year, new water heater promotion. Duck Duck Rooter makes replacing that old water heater a winning play. Right now, get a new water heater installed for just $14.99 on select models with standard installation. Call now to schedule your free estimate and take the cold shower off the scoreboard. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow. June 11th at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena with special guest Alan Stone. Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow. On sale Friday 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Barry Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Barry at Barry Orthopedics.
A new year is the perfect time to finally get organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to home offices, entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and more. Beautiful, functional storage for any space, lifestyle, and budget. Start the new year strong with 40% off plus an extra 15% off, free installation, and 18-month special financing. Schedule your free in-home consultation. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Hey, gang, low mortgage rates are back. Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time, or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out of your equity with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, car loans, cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now and see what options work best for you, but don't miss the big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous Rapid Equity Loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. Get your free instant home appraisal and no hard credit pull. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APL for well-qualified viewers.
Fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida, Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back here on the drill. Jags got some notice yesterday. Perusing, as I'm wont to do. Pro Football Focus listed the most improved NFL player at every position in 2025. So that's basically whatever their grade was from the year before, then becomes their grade this year, or, versus their grade this year. 2 Jags break out. 2 players at their position are the most improved players at their respective position. Would you like to guess who they are, E.T.? 2 players for the Jaguars are the most improved players at their positions.
Devin Lloyd.
Devin Lloyd. Now, see, this is where if you'd have just thought for a second, instead of just blurting, you'd have realized the story last year was how highly graded Lloyd was.
Yeah. Oh, so Trevor Lawrence?
No.
No? Damn, all right, hold on. Let me think about it. All right.
Drake May was is the answer on the quarterback. Most improved grade. You're overthinking this. One is an obvious. Who was a number 1 player at maybe top 5 or 10 at his position by production at the end of the year, out of nowhere? Parker Washington.
Parker, for sure.
Yeah, Parker Washington says, despite drafting, this is from Pro Football Focus, despite drafting Travis Hunter with the number 2 pick, despite having Brian Thomas Jr., despite trading for Jacoby Myers. It was third-year wideout Parker Washington, an 82 grade, 13th best among receivers that made the biggest impact on the passing game. He carved out a role for himself as Trevor Lawrence, by the way, was the 7th highest graded quarterback. The other is Antonio Johnson.
AJ.
Yeah, the safety who really came on late and piled up a bunch of interceptions by the time the season ended. All right, fire at the band. We got a football fix. Let's stay on schedule here. Welcome to Pick and Arrival coming up at 7. Word is the Giants finalizing their deal with John Harbaugh, so that will be one of the jobs off the market. Maybe a little bit later this morning, we'll kind of take a look at the 8 that are left and rank them by how attractive they are. Never mind from an established NFL coach. If you could take over one of these teams, which would it be? That'll allow a little preference. You know?
Yeah.
The Falcons may not be the best job. I'm going to go up there and get a win for the daggone Falcons. Whoever. All right, continuing along. Guess who's not ruling himself out for a return this weekend? Got to go way back. Fred Warner. Remember him?
Oh, wow.
Did he hurt himself against the Jags?
Was it against the Jags?
Was it right? It may have been right at. Right around that time. It was early in the year, but maybe it was like the game after the Jags. I know I saw Fred Warner on maybe the Monday Night Football game when the Jags played the Chiefs. That's the only time I really watched Manning.
In the booth, right?
Yeah, it was Manning, the Manning cast.
That's where you saw him?
Yeah, he was on the Manning cast for the Jags Chiefs game, and that was just a couple of weeks after, so he's already heard. It was either the Jag game or the week after. All right, the Steelers owner met in the media yesterday. I don't like the word rebuild. Well, too bad, Chief. Add-on, update, reno, whatever word you want to use. 9-8 and 10-7. You're going to be sitting right here in mediocre land for a long time. They got to get a quarterback. This isn't rocket science. They haven't had one really young, grow-with quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger. Dante Moore, the Oregon quarterback, says he's skipping the NFL draft. He's going to go back to school. We just saw one of the highly touted quarterbacks say he was going to transfer to Oregon.
Right.
Who was that?
Was it Raiola?
I think it was Raiola. That's who it was. Good call. Two-time Pro Bowl receiver Adam Thielen retiring from the NFL. In other news, I thought maybe Thielen had retired already. Haven't seen much. Adam Thielen was playing late in the year for somebody, Pittsburgh maybe. Made a couple of grabs in a late season game. I think he may have been on 3 teams this year. He started with the Panthers, traded in the preseason to the Vikings. They never used him at all. Landed late with the Steelers, and now will go off into retirement. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hick and Arrival, more come your way next. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He's Jacksonville's official tape checker.
I'm Jeff Lockman.
And he tells you about it Tuesdays during football season on Jaguars Today. Inspected by. Go to the pros Napa Know-How. Jack's Napa Auto Care Group.com on 1010XL.
It may be winter in Northeast Florida, but it's one of the most important times to protect your lawn. Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. Their winterizer strengthens roots and improves cold tolerance. Pre-emergent treatments stop spring weeds before they ever start. What that means is you set the stage for a thicker, greener lawn when spring arrives. Call today to schedule your winter lawn treatment with Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Mike Dempsey here from Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Did you know that Duval Ford offers a mobile service that comes to you at home or at work? Get oil changes, filters, battery replacement, recalls, and more with no extra fees. Same dealership quality delivered. Easy online scheduling with live technician tracking. Also available for fleets and commercial. On-site service at your convenience. Contactless payments and paperless invoicing. Serving Jacksonville and surrounding areas, Duval Ford. Schedule your next service at DuvalFord.com.
He thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Of course.
Find out if he does.
Is there anything else we need to know?
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
If your home doesn't have a fireplace, CSS can install a beautiful electric or gas fireplace from Heat & Glow with no major remodel required. See their showroom or CSSOutdoor.com for a free estimate. CSS, you dream it, we build it.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
So who doesn't want to save some pennies at the pump? You can by joining the Shell Fuel Rewards program. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. In fact, they have a 1, 2, 3 offer right now. When you become a new member of the Fuel Rewards program at Shell, you'll save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill up, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 cents per gallon on your third. You get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer valid through 12/31/26 at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
What Baltimore Orioles player received a 22-minute standing ovation?
For over 20 years, Southern Oak Insurance has given Floridians a better alternative to their current homeowners policy. See what you can get with Southern Oak. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Cal Ripken holds the record of playing 2,632 consecutive games. On his final game, the Oriole great received a 22-minute standing ovation.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Bueller,
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, is that a turtleneck? Can't you feel it, Jason? There's a chill in the air, a definite nip. I mean, it is January. In Jacksonville, Jason. I didn't come here for cold. Well, I wouldn't call this. Cold weather gives me the sniffles. Sniffles turns to pneumonia. Suddenly, I'm in a hospital bed with a tube down my throat because Florida didn't get the memo about ignoring winter. So, switch over to heat. What if my system can't remember how to heat? Dude, put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Bueller Air and Plumbing can make sure your system is ready to switch from cooling to heat. We'll clean your heating coil to get rid of that burning dust smell and make sure you have the coolant pressure to keep your heat pump pumping out the heat. I had no idea these sunglasses worked in the winter.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles in Jacksonville. We always talk about Honda, Triumph, so many great bikes, but Aprilia from Italy is also a beautiful line.
It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is a fine sport bike. It's one that when you take your helmet off, you're never frowning. You're always smiling.
So if you want to treat yourself to something really special on the road, that's a line they should look into?
Absolutely, and we've got them in stock and ready to roll.
All right, make sure you check them out. They are on Atlantic near Regency. CyclesofJacksonville.com is a great place to go, or check out their Facebook page at Cycles of Jacksonville.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. Jag head coach Liam Coen shared his season-ending message.
Extremely proud of a lot of things that we were able to accomplish. Very proud of their response to adversity. And
Jacksonville hits the floor tonight as the Dolphins host Central Arkansas. Hear the game live starting with the pregame at 7 on 1010 AM and stream. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:04, it's 49 degrees. Your time and your temp. It's brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the Dan Hicken arrival and more next, right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Trying to do, Dan. Go, Jeff. Go, Jeff. Yeah. This is my part right here.
been, man? Bruno in hiding. He owes like $1 billion.
He was paying off his debt.
Bruno in hiding. I haven't seen. I'm sure he's done some collaboration.
He's
He has
back
some,
now, though.
Huh? He's back.
He's back now.
Okay.
Did he have some gambling issues?
Yeah. Like he was working for free in Vegas.
Like he was like hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
Bruno's a trip.
Bruno's back.
You've seen the videos when he grew up in Hawaii. He's like a little kid. His dad was like a one-man band in like hotel bars.
For real?
Yeah, like playing music and stuff. And then quickly he became like the
He's a great
sideshow.
performer.
He is.
Ooh.
That's one I'd like to see.
I saw him in the Super Bowl one year.
Yeah, I'd like to go.
Yeah.
See Bruno.
At the very beginning of that, who's that? Is this Bruno? All Bruno?
That's all Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruno.
I felt like at
Bruno.
the beginning we had some auto tune going on.
Oh, it was definitely auto tune.
Yeah.
But it's Bruno.
Yeah. That part. Yeah, just that very first part. Yeah.
Very beginning.
Well, there we go. We're off to a good start.
Well, it's not bad. It's it's a B minus. Jags had their end of the year press conference yesterday, and the boys were there, and we got some new terms from our guy Jimmy Gladstone, which I always like. I like what we're giving guys a runway. We're giving them a runway.
Yeah. Well, the team has a longer runway from the standpoint they're further along than they thought they would be.
Longer runway.
Sure.
Giving themselves a longer runway.
He speaks in riddles a little bit. You're like an apostle just following along, trying to figure out the parable.
Wait to hear what he's going to say.
He's really a smart dude, man.
I was going down the road this offseason. I scattered some seed.
I'd like to know how many books he's read.
Books, leather-bound books.
Yes, I think he's read a lot of books. That's my guess, because he has a very good and enjoyable vocabulary.
I said it. His first one. He's the best communicator we've ever had here in Jacksonville.
Very good. Shout out.
That's a strength. You can see how that guy would interview good.
Jimmy Gladstone. I'd be like, me? Oh, football. Tackle.
Nothing super specific. You can draw some
touchdown
observations, some what your own opinion from some of the things he said. Like if I had to guess on what I said, I'd say for sure Lloyd's not back. Maybe Etienne's back.
Well, nobody asked him about Etienne.
I talked a little bit about the running back position.
He didn't talk about. I don't know. Nobody asked him about Etienne. I'm pretty sure. I listened to the whole thing, and I was like, "Hey, Dave."
Yeah, I did too. Although I missed just a very, very little bit. I could have sworn they addressed it. Maybe I was reading a follow-up. Well, then let's just go off of the look. At the end of the day, the ETN decision is going to all be about how much he's offered out there. But I don't think they're going to go more than like 2 years, 13. It's amazing, man. The league's so set up so weird financially. Giammi Brown can do nothing and get a 10-year, $10 million.
It's not bad. Well, it's funny you brought that up because I took some observations and I made it the subject of our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, the Gators, the PGA Tour, soon to be the Tampa Bay Rays. Oh my goodness, Dream Finders Homes are beautiful. Have you ever gone to dreamfindershomes.com and just looked at the homes? They're really they're like.
I just snuck by and put in about 10 drawings for the tickets, but I didn't win.
Okay, well, good job. Yeah, they gave away 4 club seats last week.
Yeah, I tried to get them.
Did you? Well
but
done.
I didn't win.
Well done. But if you want to get a Dream Finders Homes, they have great interest packages when you go there. 15 different locations.
15 of them things?
Just like
Taylor Swift's exes.
Sorry, Trav.
No, we're not.
Okay. What was the biggest takeaway from the Coen Gladstone presser? Okay. And again, observations. Hunter, both sides, defense first. Hunter on both sides, defense first. He did say that. Definitely implied they want Trayvon Walker long-term. Definitely implied that. Lloyd iffy. That's kind of how I took. And the O-line stays intact. O-line stays intact. Those are the 4 that I have given you. What were your biggest
I must have
takeaways?
missed the O-line discussion. Was that at the very
They're
end?
all under contract for next year.
Yeah. Was that brought up yesterday? Yes, obviously, because was that at the end of the press conference? You don't remember. Yeah, I got you.
I just know it was talking.
I had an appointment at 10:30. I missed just the very tail end of it. Of those, I definitely got the opinion that Lloyd is iffy. Not by how he played, and they're happy for him, proud of him. But what were the other ones?
Hunter, both sides, defense first. And I'm asking you your biggest takeaway. Like, want Walker long term, Lloyd iffy, O-line stays intact. Those are the 4.
I missed the Trayvon too. That had to have been at the very end. So that would surprise me that they were assuredly wanted Trayvon Walker.
Definitely want Trayvon
long term. But
again, what I took from the press conference,
yeah.
too,
I took a couple similar things. I don't think Lloyd's back, and I think Lloyd iffy to me.
Okay. E, what about you?
Hunter, both sides, defense first.
Okay.
For sure.
That to me, you need to put defense in all caps. I took from their discussion he'll primarily be a cornerback. That's the opinion
The
that I
first thing he said is he's going to keep playing both sides of the ball.
Yes.
Then he said, now if you look at our roster and our needs, clearly one side is needed more.
But then Liam came and circled back because the topic of the number one receiver came up, and when you have three receivers that have middle of the pack numbers rather than one that has a bunch, then you spin it that way. You just got a variety of weapons, and they did have 3 700-yard receivers. I think Gladstone said, which he said is rare.
Correct.
It's all good, and it's all fine and good. But Liam kind of almost included Travis though into that group competing for the number one job on that side. So that I left Gladstone's comments thinking, this guy's gonna be every snap on defense.
Well, to the Googans, 33.9%, Lloyd iffy, Hunter both sides, defense first, 31%, Trayvon long-term, 19%, O-line stays intact, 15.7%. So, yes, they've built this O-line with the idea of continuity, which is what Gladstone said when he was talking about them, and he's happy that they're all under contract for next year. So, and they don't they also they told, I believe, Ryan O'Halloran, they don't think the Macari back issue will be long term. In their minds, it's definitely fixable. Or
I am not. I missed the offensive line perspective. I'd be disappointed that things are great on the offensive line.
Yeah. He likes.
I know.
He thinks that the ceiling will continue.
Okay.
That they'll continue to get better because they'll all play together.
Yeah.
So,
and there are Milam Monheim elements in there with improvement that they might be expecting.
Yes.
And if you don't, and in fairness,
he did talk a lot about the rookie. Started off with the rookies and the injuries, and he also mentioned he had a good point about the when he was in L.A. It was Kyron Williams, Quentin Lake, and one other guy who all did not play as rookies at all.
Yeah, that we have to remember
now
that.
have become contributors to the team, so it doesn't always happen in year one.
Parker Washington.
Well, for sure.
Third year took him to blossom and become a guy who's.
He also harped a lot on training camp didn't lie this year.
For a few players.
Brought that up a couple times because usually our evaluation is training camp often lies. But this year, training camp didn't lie.
It lied some. It lied about De'Ami Brown. It lied about some guys, but not
Monteric Brown,
not
Parker Washington,
Buster,
those guys. So anyway, it was just nothing over the top, but definitely interesting going forward and where they are. And yeah, they didn't really talk about the X's and O's of the playoff loss at all. A lot of philosophy, a lot of philosophical stuff was brought up, talked about. So anyway, kudos. Great first year. And now you got to go. Now you got to improve upon it, which isn't going to be easy. You may not improve upon the record, but you got to.
Who cares? I'll take 11-11. Give me 11-6 in an AFC title game.
Yeah, but you got to improve.
And by the way, as tough as the Jags schedule ended up shaking out, and you make it look a lot easier when you beat teams like the Niners and the Chiefs. You don't beat them, and it's an 11-6 year right there. Point being, next year with that first place schedule, and an AFC North that's going to retool, and the Bengals and Joe Burrow are. I promise you, we'll get the Bengals early in the year when they're full of optimism and hope and are playing their best football. Feels like that's when we get the Bengals.
Yeah.
But anyway, the schedule next year, right. Although I said this before, we kind of caught a break the way it worked out. Buffalo didn't win the East. We'll play New England. Yeah. Chiefs didn't win the West. We'll play Denver. And then we'll play all of the North.
Well, we think it worked out, but we really don't know.
That's fair.
Because,
but I do know this. I'm not afraid of either one of those teams going into next year, and I may have been of Mahomes.
Well, yeah, I don't know. They may improve, and Kansas City may not.
No. I don't mean Kansas City next year. I'm saying that feeling of going into the playoffs when Kansas City is there.
Sure. It's the Arrowhead Invitational.
Because we're even. The record doesn't show it, and they're playing a week later. We're dead even with the Patriots and the Broncos. They're not ahead of us or better than us.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're just warming up. We got a big show today. It's a Thursday. It is. We're already in the middle of January.
It's crazy, isn't it?
The
golf season starts today.
Off season commences. Golf season out in Hawaii.
Yeah.
We've
Well, it'll be
all
late
got,
night.
We've all got guys.
Yeah.
So
got to get to brunch with the tour. It's ever important that we stick at the Stewie. Oh no! This year we're going for a winner.
Got to win.
Yeah. Oh, the prize pack. Oh, it's delicious. It's 4 figures this year.
I'm a former winner.
Oh,
I'm a former winner.
Former winner. Got a nice prize pack before.
Did you ever get the driver? That's what he wanted. Remember?
Yeah, I wanted the driver.
All right, you want to do the 10-minute drill when we come back?
We can do that.
All right, this is the drill on
the
10-10
drill
XL.
with the 10-minute drill. We'll drill you.
Later, we'll have the 2-minute drill. We drill you, man. You get drilled here.
A lot of drills.
The drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Real fans know there's more to a championship team than offense and defense.
Plus, the kicker, honestly, is like one of the most important guys on the team.
Each week, Superior Plumbing spotlights the special teams player of the game on 1010XL.
What's up, Duval? I'm Chad Volamic, owner of Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran-owned pool company for over 10 years. We specialize in new pool construction and pool renovations, built on military values, integrity, communication, attention to detail, and honor. Now is the perfect time to start your pool project, so when the heat hits, your pool is ready. As an Iraq War veteran and Purple Heart recipient, pride in what I do is everything. Let me show you the difference in how my team and I execute your pool project with military precision. Call Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran pool company.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Prize Picks. Oh, the big game is coming, gang. The big game is coming, and it's our last few weeks of playing football games. And man, oh man, look, I always look for max discounts. Last week, Caleb Williams, half a yard. Yeah, I paired that with a couple puppies and got rich. That's what I did, and you can do it as well. You can mix and match sports. You can follow other players. They offer Prize Picks now offers stacks. I mean, you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. They got early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to finish. So, yeah, download the Prize Picks app today. You got to do that, though, if you want to play. And use the code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineups after you play just a $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's Prize Picks, man, and it's good to be right.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA? Who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH, Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! Yeah! We got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. And oh, the razzle-dazzle this week has been special. E?
Now, Daniel.
Yes, sir.
The razzle-dazzle I have them Stapleton tickets. That's Chris Stapleton. He's going to be performing live at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Center live June 26th, and I got those tickets. All you got to do is hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill, Daniel.
I'll do that. I may do it right here off my phone, see if I can win on my own show.
Nope.
No. Just so you guys know, we got I walked in a burning ring of fire.
Okay.
Johnny
Cash.
Huh?
Johnny Cash.
Ring of Fire eclipse is coming February 17th.
I don't know what that is.
That's a rare solar eclipse where the moon blocks the sun, creating a bright ring of fire.
Yeah, last time we did that, half the country blinded themselves staring up at the sky like
in a burning ring of fire.
Active insipidity.
You know what March 3rd is?
What's March 3rd?
It's my birthday.
Also, it's
it's March 3rd, the actual Ring of Fire eclipse?
No, February 17th.
No, I saw something that's happening with the moon March 3rd where it turns red.
Oh, the blood moon.
Yeah, the blood moon, March 3rd this year.
I'm going to be out of town, vacating, sipping Mai Tais. That'll be perfect.
So I can use your telescope?
Yeah, you can. Matter of fact, don't tell anyone. You can have my telescope. I need a bigger, better one. I've outgrown it. I need some, here's the deal. You get romanticized about a telescope, but what I expect of the telescope is sitting in a chair and being able to easily maneuver it exactly where I want it to go, twist the focus.
Criticism of the telescope now.
No, criticism of me, and I put the telescope together wrong so it doesn't move like it's supposed to.
It's actually,
I literally got to pick it up. It's terrible.
It's actually backwards when he looks in it. It gets smaller.
It's not quite. Basically, what the telescope ended up being used for almost exclusively is we went through a little period where these bird boxes in the backyard got used as nests. And so we'd watch the comings and goings of the birds. God, I'm old. What about the Red Sox sweeping in?
Sox.
Yeah. Ranger Suarez.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good signing for him just because I didn't feel the Braves were going to get him. And, I didn't want anybody in the National League to. So you go on, Ranger. Ranger Suarez was kind of a Braves killer, so my opinion may be a little different than some.
I don't know.
He's good, not great.
They got a nice contract, man. I mean,
yeah,
I'd have to ask Murph because what I read about the cat yesterday is that his fastball, he's got 6 pitches, which helps him really navigate because the velo on the fastball is like 91. So he's one of those old school guys.
Well, if you can get guys out, that doesn't bother me. Of course, there was a time where that was totally acceptable in the Glavine and Maddox era.
But he's established himself and learned to really be a pitcher. So his ERA, though, as his fastball has declined, the point is his ERA has declined as well. So that's pretty good.
From the Red Sox standpoint, it looks like they're taking the Dodgers approach, and they're just going to get 10 starters, and some will be injured, and they'll bounce to them. But they got Sonny Gray, right?
Yeah.
So you got Suarez, and then you have who's the guy, the lefty that they had gotten the year before?
They got a decent
Crochet, Garrett Crochet, who pitched great.
Brian Bellows up there, I think.
I guess did the Red Sox make the postseason and go out the first round, or did they end up just missing?
No one really knows.
They missed, right? Because you had 2 from the AL, the Mariners and the Astros, and then you had the Tigers.
Why do you do this?
I don't know.
I don't know either. John Harbaugh looks like he's the Giants head coach, which is no surprise. It's for the Giants a home run hire. You bring in that instant credibility.
And for him.
Yeah.
The Giants have dumbed down the brand in the last decade. I saw they had 8 double-digit losing seasons in the last 10 years. I didn't realize it was that bad. But this is a big boy. This is the biggest of the big boys in the NFL, to me. I mean, we're all going gaga over the Steelers, who have had a nice 50-year run as a franchise. But the Giants are one of the originals.
Well, it's the first of the 9 NFL coaching vacancies. We had 10 in 2022, and in 2022, 8 of those 10 aren't here anymore.
Oh, 2010. I was thinking last year. I'm like, what? No, but wow. Yeah, I believe it. Well, here's the stat. The Steelers are about to have their fourth coach in since 1969, in almost 60 years.
Well, that's incredible.
The Raiders are about to have their fourth coach since 2021.
Yeah.
You know, so why is one franchise stable and good and the other stink? Well, there's one sign.
Yeah.
See, the Giants can lean more into the stable and good if they could just get the right people. And you've got a quarterback in Jackson Dart. I bet you immediately next year the Giants are a 500 team with Harbaugh. Wouldn't you think that? They got some talent on that team. They got a wave of D linemen. Neighbors got hurt, but you got Jackson Dart and Malik Neighbors to grow together.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Dart, so I'll be curious to see. But
not sold, but you could have worse.
Yes. Oh, yes. Dart or Cam Ward? Who would you rather have?
That's toss up to me.
Really? Well, I'd take Cam Ward.
Yeah. Now I didn't see much Cam Ward later in the year when he improved, and when we played him, he got knocked out. They're about the same to me. I mean, you're asking me to choose one, and I'd be okay with either one. Wouldn't feel much better about one than the other. I think it's going to be who's on the better team, who's in the more stable franchise. I think Dart's going to have every opportunity. He's got Malik Neighbors coming back.
Yeah. Dart was good. I mean, he was
good.
He was a good.
Yeah. So he had a better year than Cam Ward, statistically. I think so.
About the same, I think.
Dart
probably had a better rating.
Did Cam miss time? Didn't Dart miss a little time?
Yeah, Dart. He's got 4 concussions already.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, yeah, but we're not talking about that. As far as like who do you
better factor that in when you talk about Jackson Dart, though. In 2022, Todd Bowles still there. Josh McDaniels now in New England as a play caller. Dennis Allen, just saw him the other day. He's on the sideline. What was he? Chicago D coordinator. He was the Saints coach. Nathaniel Hackett, he didn't last very long. Mike McDaniel, he gone. Kevin O'Connell,
he'll be back.
He's still there. Brian Daboll, he gone. Dougie P, he gone. Matt Eberflus, he gone. Lovie Smith, he gone. Those were the 10 guys tasked with in 10 different press conferences and 10 different, we're going to get this done and we're going to hoist a Lombardi, and 8 of them didn't even last a couple years. Such is the life in the NFL of a head coach.
Dart and Cam Ward had, really, really similar years.
Similar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cam had more passing yards because he played more games, but, when it came to Cam had 15 touchdowns, 7 picks. Dart had 15 touchdowns, 5 picks. Dart's rating was 91.7. Cam's rating was 80.2, so he got him in passer rating. Completion percentage, Cam 59.8, Dart 63.7. They're similar. Yards per attempt, more for Dart than Cam.
Fangraphs, by the way, now is the Red Sox starting pitching number 1.
Well,
Crochet, Sonny Gray, Ranger Suarez, Brian Belko, Johan Oviedo, Cutter Crawford, Connolly Early, Kyle Harrison have all started games. So, yeah, they got a bunch of them.
I hope
Dodgers are number 2. Tigers are number 3.
I hope that Cutter Crawford's number 1 pitch is a cutter. It better be.
I hope so. Braves are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in starting pitching.
Not bad.
Mets are middle of the pack.
Braves got a bunch of guys that could springboard and have them higher, and we'll see. Like the young guys. What does Waldrop do this year? Probably tear his ACL. That seems to be not his ACL, is UCL. That's what the Braves like to do to their pitchers. They like to take a young pitcher full of promise, perhaps headed for a Cy Young somewhere in his career as a number 1 starter, and absolutely shred his elbow in about 2.5 years, never to be heard from again.
Bad news for the Gators. Vandy lost last night.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. And then I remembered back. You know what often happens? Team starts the year on a big, long win streak, and then they lose a couple, 3 in a row. I think Florida did that one
Like Georgia. Georgia's doing that.
Yeah,
right.
Georgia's doing that right now. So Florida will go to Vandy this weekend, but Vandy lost to Texas last night.
I don't think anybody connected with Big Blue Nation is happy about a win this morning after they trailed LSU the whole game and hit a buzzer beater.
What a terrible defensive play. How do you go in front of the guy? Stay behind the guy, son.
The
guy went in front like he had to get an interception.
It's a Leitner-like play.
Yeah, but at least Leitner, he had sealed him that way. This guy chose to go around to the other side.
Missed it.
And missed it,
Missed
man.
the pick. And Kentucky kid caught it, turned around, hit a jumper, and Kentucky sneaks off with a big win over LSU.
Yeah, a one-pointer. Oof. That's conference basketball, man. Those
Nah,
things
I
are
know.
happening everywhere.
I know. SMU won one at the buzzer last night, too. Half-court shot to beat Vitek.
Yeah, I saw that. And then they showed that same kid, his name is like Boopy Miller or something. Boopy.
Shout out Boopy.
But he hit it from his name, Miller. That was cool, too.
Oh,
they
Miller
play
court.
in the David Miller court, and he's Boopy Miller, and he went right off the Miller when he hit it.
It was Miller time, some would say.
Well, it's time to relax. All right, we'll come back with more.
You ready?
You've been thrilled and
Stay
invigorated by today's 10-minute drill.
641-1010.
Get you a pair of tickets to see Chris Stapleton live at the
Yes.
5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena, June 26th. One lucky winner can win a pair of tickets right now. Holla at your boy.
Come kind, come courteous, and come correct.
Come on, somebody.
Used to spend my nights out in ballroom.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Nick here for Lockhart Construction and Roofing. They're a long-time Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys from here, taking care of people who live here. People like the Hickens, they've nearly remodeled my entire house. And why? Because they're terrific at what they do. We use them over and over again, man. Fast, friendly, affordable, certainly clean. They clean up after themselves every day. Listen, no job is too big. No job is too small. Give the Lockhart family a call. Their family will give your family a better living experience. It's Lockhart Construction and Roofing. GAF Master Elite Warranty. Master Elite Contractor. Nobody better in the roofing business. And at some point, you're going to need a new roof. Tuck that name in your mind. Lockhart Construction and Roofing. Any information, give them a call. Shane will call you back. 994-3865. That's 994-3865.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Cersei here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic parm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
Did you know there's local savings
sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go.
Pages in your mailbox right now.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to floridahomeac.com/careers to find out more. We're talking a competitive, guaranteed base salary with bonus opportunity, comprehensive paid training programs, and promotions based upon performance and top shelf benefits. It's all waiting for you. Log on to floridahomeac.com/careers. Florida Home AC, equal opportunity employer.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Love is a burning thing.
Mark those calendars, baby.
A fiery ring.
This thing back. You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Bound
I'm gonna go outside my house
desire.
on that day. I'm gonna flip on my audio.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this song on.
You gotta have a Bluetooth speaker out there.
I'm gonna Bluetooth this baby up.
Yeah, get you a good big speaker.
Big old speaker.
Ring of fire.
Where are you taking it?
I'm gonna take it outside my house and play this song on
Duke.
February 17th.
The day that it happens. Are you going to get some glasses this time so you don't stare directly into the sun?
I haven't read that yet.
Yeah.
They haven't told me about that.
Well, I mean, you know, this is so. I mean, this
is all it is a little ring of fire around it because the moon's in front of the sun.
Yeah, but people
I don't
often
think it can
they
go
watch
blind.
it approach though. That's
Yeah, I
what
think you're
happens.
supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to have
Come on
glasses.
now.
So that's also Michael Jordan's birthday, by the way, February 17th.
Good for him.
I think you're talking about a myth. I think you're trying to make a myth
Oh,
reality.
buddy.
Ain't nobody going
Although
blind.
you're telling me it's a lunar eclipse or a solar.
I'm not telling you anything.
If you're looking at the moon, then no, obviously you don't need glasses. But if you're looking at the sun because the moon's going to cross in front of it, then I would suggest that you not do that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not trying to be like knowledgeable or a doctor or anything.
Former Ravens offensive coordinator Todd Monken expected to join John Harbaugh in New York with the Giants. Always has been the plan. So if they were trying to get him to fire him there, they weren't going to fire him at all. I saw this yesterday. They were talking about the owner of the Ravens, Bisciotti.
Yeah,
and he's a different cat. He wants no focus, no media, no. He had to do. I think he did a press conference for the first time in 7 years.
It might have been. It was just a couple days ago, and
Yeah.
it happened right as Tomlin news was breaking.
Yes,
he had a funny little interchange.
Well, he had a bunch of those, and that's why they were all saying, "God, this guy's so good. Why doesn't he?" Well, he that's not his thing.
Takes away from his team.
I think he also said he's not interested in.
It's a lot like Jerry Jones.
That's funny. Yeah, he's Oppo Jerry Jones.
That's
I think he
exactly.
has no interest of chasing a Super Bowl 83. I think he's 65, and he'll be selling the team soon. He's, no, I'm not going to hang around.
Well, the really smart ones, the dirty secret is they're the best investments that most of these incredibly wealthy, smart guys ever made.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Shad Khan has made a lot of great decisions in his life along the way. I don't know if there's anything better than that increase in value that he's seen from this football team that he bought for what, $780 million? Or was it less than that? What did he buy it for?
Who?
Shad.
Oh, how much?
780 million feels like that number.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, 780, and they're all aren't the Jags
booming
like $2.5 billion,
They
$3
all-
billion,
they all
whatever it
up.
is, the value,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that goes for all of them.
I did not know this. I'm looking at this. I'll have to ask Get Smart John. I don't know that you'll know this, but you might.
Okay.
Are you watching Landman?
No, I don't.
Anyway, Landman this season. You remember Roadhouse? You remember Sam Elliott?
Sure.
You know his voice and the mustache and
Yeah.
well, he's the dad of Billy Bob now.
Okay.
And
I
he's
don't know
on.
why I thought Sam Elliott passed though.
Yeah. Hey, old Sam
Exactly,
Elliott.
right.
And he's still. I mean, he's like.
He's a guy who's he's younger than you think he is. I think I saw the stat that when they did Roadhouse, Swayze was older than him.
Really, I don't know that.
Yeah.
He's 81 right now.
Yeah, would Swayze be older than 81?
Swayze died probably, I don't know. That's a good question. Anyway, I'm looking at this. It says Sam Elliott with his wife, and it says Catherine Ross, 85.
Okay.
Do you know who Catherine Ross is?
Catherine Ross is.
And I think it's I'm wondering if this is the same Catherine Ross. I'm
it's-
assuming it is.
So Mrs. Cunningham.
No, Catherine Ross is
That's Marion Ross.
Butch and Sundance's girl.
Yeah, I don't know her.
Did you watch Newman and Redford and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? You never watched that movie?
It's a negative.
Catherine Ross was the young, beautiful. Anyway, she's now 85, and apparently she's married to Sam Elliott, which I did not know. So,
yeah, they're not. They're less than 10 years apart. Swayze would have been less than 10 years younger. It felt like he was like a generation younger than
Sam Elliott and Catherine Ross have been married for more than 40 years.
Did Catherine Ross continue acting and do other things?
I'm sure. Let me tell you what.
Let me see a picture of her. I did not see Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, though. I know it's a classic, but I have not.
It is a classic. But she started obviously in the 60s, and she was
she was young for that one.
She was a beautiful young woman.
Okay,
way back when.
She
was in the horror film The Stepford Wives.
Okay, I saw that.
No, you did not this one. This was
No, I saw the original.
1975.
Yes, 100%.
Interesting. The Legacy, The Final Countdown.
I've probably seen some stuff. I see a lot of stupid stuff.
Yes.
But she hadn't done anything in a while, it looks like.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, been married to Sam Elliott since 1984.
Yeah.
Good for them.
She was in The Big Valley.
That was her 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth husband. She got to number 5.
Did she get to 5?
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Shout out.
Catherine Juliet
Oh,
Ross.
I know this. The Graduate.
Okay, she was the
The
mom.
daughter.
Okay.
No, Anne Bancroft was the mom.
Also not seen The Graduate.
You haven't seen The Graduate?
Have not. I know the storyline. Sounds intriguing. The Graduate is the one where the kid goes home with his buddy at college and strikes up the affair with the mom.
That's the one.
Yeah.
In the 60s.
Yeah. That's Dustin Hoffman, is it?
Dustin Hoffman and Anne Bancroft.
Yeah. I know a lot about the movies. I just didn't see them.
Also has one of the great songs ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would. You're gonna have to enlighten me.
Which song is that?
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
I knew that.
Jesus loves you more
fact,
than you will know.
If you had asked me,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
which movie was that song was
God
attached
bless
to?
you, please.
Would you have gotten
Mrs.
that right?
Robinson.
I would have gotten it that way. Asking me what song is attached to the movie, I wouldn't have thought of it. But if you'd have played the song and said this song is attached to what movie, I would have gotten The Graduate, a movie I haven't seen. That tells you how big a movie it is.
Big movie.
You know the song attached, you never seen it.
Yeah.
Be like if you heard the Star Wars theme. You never have to see Star Wars, but you know it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, you on
I don't know
fire,
why we're
bro.
talking about that.
I am.
Yeah, this morning.
Yeah, I got the
pool.
rat riff.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on,
You're
man.
on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about music. Today he played an intro song, and just off of the guitar riff, I said rat.
Playmaker has put out a
Michael Irvin.
a text
Yeah.
Okay. What's he got?
or a tweet.
Does he
It
become a
says,
distraction on that sideline? He's a nut, man. If they lose, I don't know how that's going to come
The
off.
cameras are going to go right to
Yeah.
him.
It says, "Attention, everybody! Playmaker, no tickets to the national championship game. Don't ask me. Don't call me. Don't text me. I can't help you."
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's what
fair.
the Playmakers put out.
I think people finally learn that. I mean, and that's Playmaker, but even in ours, they get to a point that, it's hard to get those things,
Yes,
man. They don't
yes.
print them. I wonder if everybody was able to give a ticket to someone asking if they had one, how many people would actually be at the game?
Oh, right. That's
Right?
fair.
Like, you give me 2, hey, man, you got 2 tickets to the game, looking for 2? No, I got you. And every joker looking for 2, how many would there be?
Right.
Yeah, I wonder. Those tickets are expensive. Oregon is paying Dante Moore $7.5 million in NIL money. Now, there was talk
7.9?
5. There was talk again. I don't know if this is true or
so
not.
ridiculous.
You need to give Troy Aikman some money back.
Pay him back.
Good call.
I saw more comment, and I didn't care to see his weak explanation. Did you read his response?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
there was talk that he was going to be the second overall pick in the draft to the Jets, and if that's the case, then that's interesting because obviously that would have been more than what he's getting.
Well, I mean,
But-
it tells you
but-
right now he's a lot smarter than Ty Simpson.
There's this new stat going around with quarterbacks, and I think the number is 15 or 20.
15?
College. Thank you. College starts, and if you don't have at least like the guys who have been
Yeah, I
drafted
remember,
in
yeah.
the first round with 15 start or less, have been almost all busts.
I think we started to at least become aware of that stat with Anthony Richardson.
Correct.
Tracking his, progress, lack of experience,
Trey Lance.
ultimate failure. Trey Lance, another one.
Ooh, yeah.
And and I think that Dante.
It's hard to be drafted that high with that few
Right.
snaps.
'Cause
I
you
wonder
draft on potential.
how many even fit that category.
Right.
Right.
I mean, if you're well enough known to be a first round NFL draft pick, it would seem like it'd be awful hard to do if you haven't played more than 11, haven't started more than 11 games before that. But there are enough that they make a stat out of it, and there's a couple we mentioned, or 15 games. Did Anthony Richardson not
over
get
the last
15?
decade? It's Richardson, Trubisky, and Haskins.
See, he's not been many.
Oh, and is it Ty Simpson the one?
He's
I
only
think Ty
this year?
Simpson is going pro, but he doesn't have a lot of
Again, it says a lot about Ty Simpson and how good people think he is. That
Dante Moore has like 20.
He'll go to more. I mean, Dante Moore going to take that easy money and without the pressure.
Smart kid.
Yeah, I'm going to take that. You're going to give me $7.5 million to play college quarterback.
You got to get drafted. Like, what?
Yeah, why am I going to do that? Although if he's the number 2 pick,
Trey Lance had 17, so he kind of fits that category.
Okay.
Brock Purdy had 46, though. And you see how polished he was when. So there's got to be something.
The polish, it's got to be a combo. You're good enough that you take over a job young enough that you've always been better than most. I think that's the combo, right? When you're a hot shot and you go in, you play right away, Peytons and those types of the world.
But Ty Simpson will be an easy one. Be an interesting
I wouldn't
one.
take Ty Simpson with my worst rivals pick. I don't know who in the world thinks Ty Simpson's an entity. Have y'all watched the last 2 games? The SEC championship game and the playoff, not the Oklahoma, but the playoff game?
Now, you can get to.
I do forget their win over Oklahoma, so.
You can get to Cam Newton. Right?
Yeah, but that's got to.
He had a year.
15 exactly?
I don't know. But he had a year at.
The junior college.
Was it Blinn JUCO?
Yeah.
Was it Blinn out in
Yeah,
Kansas? I think
yeah.
maybe. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. Yeah.
But they were a JUCO star. It was more than 15 if you count the JUCO.
It's interesting, though, and we'll see how all that pans out with the quarterbacks. We got to take a break.
Yeah, we do.
We're rocking and rolling here on a Thursday.
We have more content than time allowed.
No time.
It's a tough spot to be in.
No
but
time. No
we'll-
time.
We'll do the best we can.
What movie's
here.
that from? We got no time. We got to go. No time. No time. Great documentary, Armageddon.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, where electrifying moments come to life.
Inside of a minute to play.
And legendary performances live.
A monumental milestone in a legendary career.
1010XL, the power of Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hey, Hickett here. When it comes to trucks, and more trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. And right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, they're loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. We got Silverado after Silverado and more, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. And I just don't talk about them, gang. I got not one but 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, and they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend for me. Power, dependability, style. Have you seen my boy Blue? You bet you have. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet. Stop by Atlantic Boulevard today and see why truck people keep on coming back to George Moore Chevrolet. George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together we ride.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Renewal by Andersen is ringing in the new year with a happy renewal year sale. Buy one, get one 40% off all replacement windows and doors. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Sale ends January 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets savings.
When it comes to your favorite football team, John Osher is oh so sure to find the inside insight to keep you up to date. Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today, served up by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Checkmate.
I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, the adorable chess man on the trucks.
There are two things you should ask yourself about your garage floor. How clean is it now, and how clean would you like it to be? A typical bare concrete floor doesn't just collect dirt, it makes dirt.
It is literally made of dirt.
As much as you sweep and mop, the dust and grit just never ends.
And drips from your car seep into the pores, staining the concrete forever.
A Checkmate multi-layer floor resists drips and stains. It comes in your choice of dozens of colors and sweeps up sparkling clean in just seconds.
No need to wear shoes in the garage and track dirt back in the house.
Gorgeous?
Check. Durable?
Check. Tidy enough to walk on wearing clean white socks? Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
Discover the fun and freedom of boating. Don't miss the Jacksonville Boat Show, January 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. Presented by ViStar Credit Union. Tickets at boatjacks.com. That's boatjacks.com.
Next time you head into a Gate convenience store, look for Form Energy drinks, designed to provide energy, hydration, and focus, straight from Dana White and AB, celebrating those who embrace grit, discipline, and resilience in their everyday lives. Check out Form Energy at a Gate convenience store.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick. We're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 14th.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
All right, let's bring in Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, se-ortho.com. Nobody better. And if you don't know him, you know somebody who knows him. Trust me on that one. It's always blows my mind. Doctor, good morning.
Good morning, boys.
Shout out to JJ LaSelva. I'm eating your bugles again.
Oh, dear.
Doc looks at me with shame. What is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Are you ever going to grow up? He says. I'm going to wash this down with a Snickers bar. We'll be good to go.
Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Doc, my point guard last night, Jalen Brunson, banged the top. He's got a bulky ankle. So he keeps, the last year he's done it about 2 or 3 times. But this was non-contact. He just hit the top of it on the court, like the top of it, like that. And he had to leave the game. He didn't return. So I don't know what the exact deal is with him, but I start worrying when they start talking about, because I think it's more like maybe back here, and it leads to the the Achilles, and I get nervous. And
Well, I'd be more nervous on that kind of thing that it's a midfoot problem, the
Okay.
Liz Frank injury.
Okay.
That's worse than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so those are bad. Those are classic injury there is like a motorcycle and you put your foot down and your foot kind of vaults over itself. And
Right.
You bend it in the middle where it's not supposed to bend. So that's worrisome, that kind of injury for a midfoot Liz Frank injury, which is a bigger deal than an ankle.
Okay.
So stay tuned.
All right.
Doc,
Great, Doc. Thanks.
if you go into the tent 3 times, twice for blows to the head, and you exit said tent or are seen at one point with blood coming from your ear.
Oh, dear.
Are you cleared for contact in the rough and tumble world of the National Football League, or do the concussion rules go out the window in the postseason? And I'm all down with the man playing through what he can handle and winning. I'm not trying to be like, oh man, they should have taken him out of the game, but I'm just curious.
Well, blood coming out of the ear, unlike cerebrospinal fluid coming out of your ear, isn't as big a deal.
Okay.
So if you got fluid coming out there that's clear, that's a huge deal. But
Okay.
blood,
Would that mean like
that
your
could be a
brain
different
is literally leaking out your ears?
Pretty much, yeah.
Ooh,
So
ooh,
that wouldn't
boy.
be good. But blood, it could be a whole separate injury. So, but yes, a couple times in the tent. I mean,
Right,
you got
right.
to
Now one was a lower
take a
body,
little-
they said, but I think it was kind of a combo effort. And I think maybe the ear thing, Dan, came when he kind of got his helmet ripped early. I never saw it. Did you see blood coming out of his ear?
No.
Yeah, I didn't see it myself either. Someone had
Yeah,
said
that's probably a separate injury.
Yeah.
Or as you said, he
Oh, by the way, he has a foot injury as well that he played through, and that they're still monitoring as they go and get set to play.
Well, listen,
in
on
Denver.
the injury report for Josh Allen, no mention at all about the head. So it's not like he's in protocol or anything.
Do some guys have
but-
harder heads? How can 2 human beings bash heads at a moderately high speed and one have a concussion and one not?
Yeah, it's all about the forces. Sometimes it doesn't create a concussion. If you're clear, and you can recite backwards all these numbers and recall and so forth, you're clear. So some of them, it's such a if you come off and you had a brief episode where you lost consciousness or your days, you're
Right.
stumbling around. That's a whole different thing. Yeah, those are the ones where you have to go into protocol for those.
On Josh, it said foot, knee, finger. His knee got bent on the goal line too. It was, I thought, and when he went in and scored, the guy hit him back side of his knee, and the offensive lineman was like, "Get out here." So it didn't look, obviously, this guy's rubbery or whatever. Some guy, but he said, honestly, I feel better than I have the last few weeks. It's a Tuesday for us, but a Wednesday type mindset, so I feel pretty good now. Unfortunately for the Bills, Gabe Davis tore his ACL, and then this other receiver, Terrell Shavers, he played like 22 snaps on a torn ACL before they took him out. How does that occur?
Well, Hines Ward played his whole career with an ACL.
Did he?
Yeah.
But when you tear I've torn my Achilles. The initial pain is unbelievable, but then it subsides. What's an ACL? Is that the same type of thing? Is it when it tears, you go, oh my God, like it hurts?
Yeah, usually an ACL, you know it because you hear or feel a pop. Your knee swells right away, and you're done that day.
Right.
And then you typically can't do cutting things without an ACL. So with a brace, you can sometimes manage it a little bit if you had a partial injury to it. But it's really unusual to be able to play at a competitive level in a cutting sport without an ACL.
Yeah. So,
and if you do, your knee's going to shift and pivot a little bit, and you're going to tear your meniscus. You're going to get arthritis. So down the road, you're going to tear your knee up.
Yeah. But the Ed Oliver did his biceps. I'm assuming he tore it early in this. I don't know when he did it, but he may return this weekend. So, and I think that's on schedule. But torn biceps is usually close. That's 3-4 months, isn't it?
Well, it depends on which end of the bicep you tear. So the bicep has 2 attachments up in the shoulder and 1 at the elbow. So if you tear it off at the elbow, those get fixed, because if you don't fix it early, you'll lose some power. Not terrible, but you'll lose some strength with that, more in the turning, like turn a screwdriver, open a door kind of power. Less so in the flexion, because there's other muscles across the elbow that help you with that. But either way, if you tear your bicep at the elbow, typically we're fixing those within 3 weeks or so. So they may be delaying that if that's what it is, but that's taking a bit of a risk.
They said it's a week 8, but I don't think he had surgery because could you have had surgery by end of
3 months
October?
3 month return.
Yeah, he sustained a bicep injury week 8, and he was scheduled to come back, and then he hurt his meniscus while he was rehabbing it, so he missed another game or two, I think.
There's nothing more misleading than might give it a go, or gonna try and play, or pointing to a possible return, and then you read and you're just taking it day by day. Look, last week was Marion Hampton. I heard all week Marion Hampton are gonna come back and he'd play, and then the Chargers go play their game and there's no Marion Hampton. Fred Warner is not ruling out being ready for Saturday night's playoff showdown against the Seahawks until I remind you then week 6, which would have been early October. The best off-ball linebacker maybe in the NFL suffered a dislocated and broken ankle in the loss to the Tampa Bay Bucks. It was expected to sideline him for the duration of the season. It did the regular season. They've opened his practice window, so to speak. Can you come back from a dislocated and broken ankle in this time frame?
So a broken ankle, just start there. A broken ankle, the bone's going to take 6 weeks to heal.
Okay, so that could be healed.
Yeah, so that could be healed. If they've been doing some rehab on it already, and theoretically he's back at 8 weeks or so.
When you hear your ankle was broken, where's it actually? Because when I think of ankle, I think of that hard little ball on the side of my foot. Where is it? Is that the part that's actually cracked?
Yeah, typically the outside part, the ball on the outside cracks, 2 centimeters above that typically.
That happens much less than a sprained ankle. Are they different traumas that cause those 2 injuries?
Yeah, there is, and it's more of a twisting torque to get the bone, or a direct impact. But it's usually a twisting thing that gets it. The more your plant's foot in your body.
Okay, so 6 weeks
around it.
6 weeks, the bone is healed. What about the dislocation and the?
The ligament. Yeah, and that's the second part. If you dislocate it, you rip ligaments too, and those take a little longer to heal. But they can brace them and tape them, and he may clunk around out there with that.
It would nowhere near full speed at this stage. So that would have been, I don't know, 10 weeks ago maybe. I'm not doing the math in front of me.
Yeah, if he's 10 to 12 weeks is kind of the number.
Okay.
10 weeks, and a guy in the NFL that they're rehabbing every day, a couple times a day, he might
so
make
possible
it back.
possible that he could.
Yeah.
But that
but he's still going to be in a
I mean,
he's
listen,
going to be taped up, and he's not going to be as mobile and as quick as he was.
And an all pro at 70% is not as good as his backup at 100.
Yeah, he'll be a little limited in movement laterally.
Anything else?
I'm just trying to see exactly when that Bucks game was. We were talking about it earlier. It was a couple of games after the Jaguars game when so they did have Fred Warner when the Jaguars beat him. Yeah, the injury occurred Sunday, October 12th. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 weeks.
Yeah, he's potentially good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
With even less limitations than he would have in the time frame we're talking about.
Getting a new coach, finally. You guys just, scream from the rafters. You want a new coach. You want a new coach. This coach's not good enough. And so now the Steelers will get one.
Yeah, I think most Steeler fans are happy about that.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not, but it's funny. I talked to my son, Colin is biggest Steeler fan. And, here you got Tomlin, who's the last 19 years has not had a losing season.
Right.
He makes the playoffs every year. And he now just got fired, essentially. I'm sure they whispered in his ear. Then here's the Jags coach who has a winning season. They lose in the first round of the playoffs, same thing. And he could have a parade for him today.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's a little different perception.
What have you done for me lately?
It'd be great. Yeah, but it'd be great for the Jags to have that same perception that if you can't get a win in the playoffs now, that's bad. Right. So hopefully we get there.
And that's one thing, all the criticisms that we've had.
And they were competitive in their games. Steelers were not competitive.
That's fair,
Jags
too.
competed.
He's lost his last 4 by double figures.
He doesn't compete in the playoffs.
Yeah, no,
but the Jags competed, could have won that game. So it's a different, you looked at it and they were very competitive. You thought they could win that game.
All right. That's Doc Kevin Murphy, best in the business, SoutheastOrthopedicSpecialist.com. Yeah, is that it? I got it right?
Sure.
Thanks, Doc.
Thank you, boys.
Nothing shorter. The Hicken goes into a tizzy every time they do the SOS.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So then
I still don't get it.
Okay.
But I love
Southeast,
it. Yeah.
There we go.
We're there.
No, the song part.
Oh.
Yeah.
SOS.
The drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When the defense delivers, victories pile up.
This is where you find out what you're made of on defense.
Superior Fence and Rail highlights the defensive player of the game.
Down he goes!
on 1010XL. Superior fence and rail where quality matters.
Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside, your locally owned commercial truck headquarters and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, it's Rick Ballou. We got a fresh shipment of hard-to-find ProMaster vans, perfect for Section 179. My buddy Tommy and his team are committed to the community and make the process simple. Upfits, delivery, everything handled right. If you need ProMaster vans or commercial trucks for your fleet, you need Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Jacksonville, you voted, and Baker Glass came out on top. The Bold City Best Awards are all about locals choosing their favorites, and you picked them for Best Auto Glass and Best Glass and Mirror Service.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
The First Coast Games is an annual team-building challenge to introduce fun activities into the workplace and focus on your employees' health and wellness goals. These goals include some friendly competition, of course, including pickleball, cornhole, volleyball, flag football, and other team sports. The games will begin in March. Register your company and teams at fcymca.org.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Action Garage Door. If your garage door wakes up the family or slows things down when you're already running late, man, oh man, upgrade. Get that quiet, smart opener from Action Garage Door. I know I did, and I tell you, it's so quiet. You can operate it from your phone. It's fantastic. It's so cool. And you can lock in right now current pricing before early year updates and even make no payments for 6 months with approved credit. And on top of all that, when you go to GarageDoor911.com to get to Action Garage Door, GarageDoor911.com, lead you right to Action Garage Door, lead you to Jeff Bernard and the boys. Type in the promo code 1010XL. You get $50 off on top of everything else for your Action Garage Door quiet, smart opener. Premium parts, premium people, premium service. That's Action Garage Door. Go to GarageDoor911.com for Action Garage Door.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ready to race Jacksonville? Indoor racing anytime at K1 Speed. Fast electric carts, real competition, and family fun. Buy 2 races, get 1 free every Tuesday. Cruise over to K1 Speed Jacksonville today. Your top destination for indoor racing.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. The Jags have gained plenty of national attention, and head coach Liam Coen doesn't mind his assistant coaches getting noticed.
Those guys have earned some of those interviews and opportunities.
Miami's Chase racing history as one of the biggest underdogs the college football playoffs have ever seen. Canes open as an 8.5-point underdog to the unbeaten Indiana team. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:10, it's 49 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
The Jaguars still expect Travis Hunter to play both wide receiver and corner in 2026. But when you look at the numbers, by the way, James Gladstone said corner is a position where we have a few guys who are on expiring contracts. So by default, you can expect there to be a higher emphasis on his placement, which is interesting. He played 324 offensive snaps this year, 162 defensive snaps. I'm in the camp that thinks he should be primarily a cornerback with packages on offense, but however they want to use him is however they're going to use him. They think he's special, and we'll see what happens in year 2 as he continues to rehab from his knee injury. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power, always on the look for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians. Lift Power benefits out of this world. You get the 401k, you get the company vehicle, you get the paid training, you get the sign-on bonus. That's why Lift Power is voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Lift Power is rapidly growing. Lift Power has been around for more than 50 years in Jacksonville, and they're family-owned and operated. It's a new year. New opportunities are there. Check them out at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
I would have been very surprised in the preseason if you told me not that the split in snaps would have been that heavily slanted in the offense's favor. Do you have twice as many, basically? Those numbers you just read?
Yeah.
Like twice, like that would have, even in last preseason, it would have surprised me that he was getting twice as many snaps on offense as defense. I think next year he'll have twice as many snaps on defense than offense.
Turn it up, E! You know the song, E?
No.
Never heard it? Not one time.
Whoa.
No.
That's all. OMW song there, buddy.
Mrs. Robinson.
Is this Simon and Garfunkel?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You know what other song, E, comes from this movie?
No.
Hello, Darkness.
I see. It's
My
the
old
same,
friend.
So it comes from this movie.
Yes.
All right. So
Also,
whenever
Scarborough Fair, if some people know that one. Yeah. Great song. Anyway, there's two.
James Gladstone told me everything I needed to hear. He let it slip. It slip.
About corner?
Yeah, we're emphasizing corner with him this year.
Yeah, I think so.
At least that's what they're going to want to do. Well, the offensive and the coaching staff over there.
There are two prominent Cleveland media types that I can kind of remember through the years. Mary
Jim
Kay.
Donovan.
Well, yeah, Jimmy was
Tony Grossi. Remember him?
Yeah. Mary Kay Cabot.
We love her, friend of the program.
Been around a long time.
Yes,
Mary
she's
Kay
joined us many times.
And
then the other one from Houston, she's also joined us. Also very good. What's her name?
I don't know. And Tony Rizzo, is that another Cleveland guy? I think.
I know
Anyway, I think I just saw that Rizzo said that Udinsky had a very good interview and is in play in Cleveland.
Okay.
Which 30 years old, you kind of get, sometimes you get carried, I like this kid. He's different. He's fresh, So maybe, who knows? I kind of felt like he'd have to knock it out of the park in his interview if he was going to get it, but apparently he did. So good for him. Good luck to him.
Man, if you're Cleveland, you feel like you need somebody a little bit more established, but hey, it's strange. I don't know if very many coordinators get chosen as offensive coordinator without the play calling experience on their sheet.
Right.
But I think the play calling, some guys can be better managers and some guys can be play callers. I would be a little nervous hiring a guy who's not been a play caller and that now he's the head coach. He's going to do what the coaches he's worked for done. He's going to be the play caller, and you don't have any working reference on how he is calling plays. That's such an important – it's kind of overlooked.
Yeah.
It's the personnel is all pretty similar in the NFL. It really is. It's not as disparate as the records are. The game plans and the playbooks, they all look real similar. The terminology may be different. It's when to move the piece. You know, the one play I was thinking about, we talked about it in the press box, and then they never came back to. I wish they would have. It was the 1st and goal play where they brought Britton Strange in and they shuffled him the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch that play, Buffalo just completely deserted that left side of the field. I wish they'd have come back later, fake that little shuffle, and run Trevor around that left end. But point being, it's when you call. It's what you see. It's circling back. And you don't know what Udinski's going to – he may be great at it. But if I am hiring someone that is –
Oh, you're not hiring him to be a play caller.
Well, I know, but his growth has come through systems where the head coach is the play caller.
Yeah. Well, they all,
right?
All those guys, O'Connell and Coen, seem to really like him and like what he's been able to
I'm not
accomplish.
saying he's not qualified. He may be terrific. Yeah, good luck. Good luck to you. I'm just saying if I am the one hiring that, but maybe he chooses, who would call the plays?
There is a North Carolina high school has a football program. Had a tough year.
Okay.
So they didn't win a game. Upon further review, you look at their scores, and they got outscored 523-0
in football.
Oh, wow!
So
you probably should take up maybe do
in response
skiing or something.
They're going to take a year off.
We're going to take a career off.
Maybe we're going to hit the weights a little
now,
bit.
It'd be
Beef up the
interesting.
boys.
We don't know the nuts and bolts.
Don't know the
beyond
nuts
that.
and bolts.
Yeah, I wonder what like perennially, what are they?
Yeah.
They lose all the time every year? Because in that case, maybe you're just not cut out for that one. Maybe do a second basketball team or do 3-on-3 basketball or do something. Or play flag even. Let them play some touch. But you can't, you can't just be trying to, because the problem is that's like 60-0 every week.
Yeah.
I'm guessing if you're that bad and you're getting shut out every week, you probably didn't play like 10 games. You probably only played 8.
We're going to take a 1-year pause.
Mm-hmm. Hit
this
pause.
Is High Point Central.
Hit pause, are we?
And we will be rebuilding with our junior varsity team. High Point Central has been struggling over the last several years. Last time the Bison hosted a winning record, 2014, they went 9-4. 11 straight 500 or below records. The Bison in the last 2 seasons haven't won a game. Last saw victory in 2023. They beat Old Southern Guilford 40-12.
That's a shame.
The team didn't register a single point on the field last season, and in 2024 it was 539-19. That's 1,062-19 in the last 2 years.
You need to. First of all, the coach needs to be fired.
I
don't care how bad you are. You ought to be able to draw up a point.
You got to get a point.
You can give me 11 112-pound 8th graders. I'm going to find us a point, fellas. I am not going to let you boys play this entire football season and take home an egg to throw in the frying pan. We can't play 10 and score 0.
I'm going to. I've got the schedule.
If you're good enough to hold the other guy to 60 week in, week out, you're good enough to score once.
I've got the schedule. We opened with Ashboro. We took it on the chin, 59-0.
Yeah, that's going to be par for the course. Every score is going to be 59-0.
Then Guilford. We played Western, Southwest, and Southern Guilford all in a row.
That must be a county, huh?
3 of them 50, 37, and 51.
37-0. We gave them a game.
Then
somebody's going to get 70, by the way, with that 37.
Then we were home against Montgomery Central.
Okay.
55-0.
Yeah.
Got Central Davidson. They look like they're the Spartans. 69-0.
Oh, boy.
Ledford got us 46-0.
Okay.
Strapped it on against Randleman.
Yeah, you did.
42-0.
That's pretty good.
Lexington Senior.
Getting better. 47-42 down the stretch.
42-0.
There you go. We're holding them in the 40s. And this is when we say we're quitting.
And here we go. We got the big finale.
This got to be like 80.
October 30th, T.W. Andrews got us
75 or 80 points.
72-0.
72-0.
Man, does it say which one was the homecoming game?
Does not say homecoming.
Maybe they're just everyone else's homecoming game.
That was a tough 0-10 year. Let me see.
Do we want to take this, or want to go to break and take that, or not take it at all?
No, we can take them.
All right, let's just
take them real quick. Hold on, I want to see where they scored points. Okay, 2 years ago, they played Ben L. Smith.
Okay.
They lost 52-13. That must have been a celebration because they were like 0-8 when they played them.
52-13.
And then they lost to Atkins, and then they played Southern Guilford in the closer, 64-6, but they got in the zone.
6. Again, this year you did. I think the coach would admit, if you put the truth hat on, I coached these boys for 10 games. We didn't score a point. I'm not very good. I don't care who you are. If you have a roster that goes and plays full games, you got to score a point.
Yeah.
There's a way to score a point. I promise you.
All right, let's get Joe U.
That's a very low bar, by the way. A lower bar in sports I don't know if I've ever uttered than score 1 point in a football season.
Shout out High Point. What up, Joe U?
Top of the morning, boys.
All right, let's cut to. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm calling the topics today. Let's cut to the chase. Are you going to Miami?
Of course, I'm going to. Is a pig pork? Yeah.
Did you procure? How many tickets did you buy?
I have 2 tickets.
What did they cost you? Ballpark.
That's not what I called to talk about.
I don't care.
That's proprietary information.
I want to know.
What I called to talk about is my homeboy Brian Williams, who you know professionally as Baby, said something that applies to my coach.
Okay.
Put some respect on Mario Cristobal's name.
All right.
Put some respect on his name. What he's done the last 2 years: beat Notre Dame twice, beat Florida twice, beat Florida State twice, beat Texas A&M twice.
Beat the Gators twice.
You want me to call up? You want me to call up?
Drinkowitz name while you're
Do you want me to call up your call in October?
Beat Ohio State. Yeah, I said we had the best offense. We had the best offensive line in the country and the best defense.
No, that was September.
I was talking about when you said
after you lost a couple of games, you called in here. He wasn't the guy. You said all those things. You did. You said it. That's what you said. You said after you lost to Louisville at home.
Hold on.
You said you weren't sure.
Hold on. Joe U. Joe U, were they over 1,000?
You want Kalen DeBear or Louisville's coach?
I want Mario.
We got great
Joe U.
Oh, good Lord. What's
Joe
he even
U.
talking about? You play Indiana Monday night. So while I know you like to take a victory, please put him on mute. Shut him up. Actually drop him.
Oh, no, I want to find out how much he spent.
I am not going to tell you. He's
He'll
going to tell you that Mario Cristobal, no respect on his name. What in the blazes are you talking about, you weirdo? No one's right, but Cristobal's getting plenty of respect. You're in the title game.
Interesting term.
You big baby.
Big
go
baby.
away, dude.
Oh no, there you go.
Yes, go away.
Sorry, Joe.
Go on. See ya.
Good luck this week. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
With so many stars on the field, there's always one that burns brightest.
When he flashes, he is something to watch.
Who will be this week's Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game?
Watch out
on 1010XL.
So who doesn't want to save some pennies at the pump? You can by joining the Shell Fuel Rewards program. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. In fact, I have a 1, 2, 3 offer right now when you become a new member of the Fuel Rewards program at Shell. You'll save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 cents per gallon on your third. You get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer valid through 12/31/26 at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons and restrictions apply.
Frank Frangie here. This month marks a big milestone for Nimnicht Buick GMC. 85 years of serving Jacksonville. Since 1941, Nimnicht's been more than a dealership. It's been part of the community. 4 generations of families, thousands of vehicles sold, and a reputation built on doing things the right way. When you hear nobody but Nimnicht, that's 85 years of trust behind it. If you bought a car from Nimnicht, serviced one, or participated in one of our causes, you're part of the legacy. Stop by and see the folks at Nimnicht today, because this milestone belongs to Jacksonville too. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
RestoPros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
RestoPros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
RestoPros!
Learn everything you need to know about the Jaguars on Duval Rundown. I'm Hayes Carlyon. Join me each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:04. You can find Duval Rundown on all the social channels of 1010XL.
Driven by Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
When the team heats up and the temps climb high, Sunrise Heating and AC keeps you cool. That's no lie. From kickoff to overtime and every long drive, they'll keep your home feeling fresh and alive. When your system's down, don't sweat the score. Sunrise Heating and AC of North Florida is ready to restore. Fast, honest service from a local crew, keeping Jacksonville fans chill all season through. Your comfort starts here at sunriseheatingandac.com.
Touchdown!
You'll always feel good when you send someone a Coen Flowers floral or plant arrangement. This is RJ with 1010XL, and no matter what the reason, Coen Flowers has always come through for me. Order online at CoenFlowers.com.
Hi, this is Dave Barker with IHRS. Are you frustrated with those trendy pills, drops, and lotions that claim to make your hair thicker and fuller? Are you taking weight loss drugs or medication that's making your hair fall out? Whether you're frustrated with results from treatments that just don't work, or you no longer have the fuller, thicker hair that you once had, there's a better way. Our hair restoration solutions have helped literally over 10,000 men and women restore their hair in as little as 2 office visits.
Ready to grow your hair back and have permanent, natural, and guaranteed results? For your confidential consultation, call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or go to hairforme.com. That's hairforme.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Welcome back to the drill. Thursday, 8:27. A little chilly out. Sky looks blue right now, though. Stephen Ross says he's been offered close to $15 billion for the Miami Dolphins. His succession plan is to keep it in the family and have his son-in-law run it. So he's going to keep it in the family. But yeah, Stephen Ross, $15 billion now to get in the club. I don't know if that's the going rate. I don't know if that's somebody just offered it to him. I don't know if that's how much ultimately that you would pay for it. I don't know. But that's the craziness of the there aren't a lot of people could own NFL franchises anymore.
I got a couple of well, it shows you just how even though they value them, like the Dolphins, when that Forbes value come out, didn't say 15 million.
No, billion.
Your value, right? Billion. Your value is what someone will pay.
Yeah.
And so, like officially, we talked about earlier. Yeah, Shad bought it for $740. It's now worth $4 billion.
Yeah.
And so you talked about Biscotti and when he might sell it. I mean, these are it's great. It's almost like the success and the fun and the entertainment value of the NFL is just a fringe benefit of the incredible business decision every one of these dudes stepped into.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time someone sold a franchise and lost money?
I got renderings. I got renderings in Washington, in the nation's capital of the new stadium there. Looks nice.
It'd be hard to not build a really nice stadium today's day and age because these guys...
Aren't they building this where the old RFK is?
I think so.
Am I not mistaken?
I thought so.
Yeah.
Was RFK downtown?
It was kind of...
But it was... no, it was in Landover, wasn't it? RFK?
No, it's in Washington.
It's in Washington. Okay.
I can see the...
Yeah, I thought it was.
I see the Capitol building in the...
Yeah, that was part of like the...
background.
Like the generation and birth here of this Washington franchise. They're an odd one. Can they bounce back from that injury plagued and show any semblance of a team that looked like it was arrow up? That's the thing. That's the danger of our Jags and all these other teams in the playoffs that aren't there all the time. You can feel really good, and then the next year you don't.
Somebody said, why does it look like somebody's sitting on it? Because it swoops in like this.
I saw the Jags. The season ended, and I watched one of those prepared like video descriptions of the Stadium of the Future. You know, where they like 6 or 7 minutes, and they kind of go through. And I didn't realize that this state of the art sci-fi roofing material that they use. It's like some sort of super lightweight material. It's not used hardly anywhere, and it's what allows it to be both 100 degrees and yet still cool, like cooler than normal. And you know where they're positioning the openings in the stadium to get air through. Just looking at it, man.
Ooh.
I mean, just going down there. I mean, it's just wow. It's gonna be so much, such more, exciting, fun day. It just is.
Yep.
You know, it looks awesome. I got a couple of weird stats from the NBA.
Okay.
First, you'll know the value of Tyrese Halliburton. You found out painfully firsthand last year in the postseason.
Got lucky.
And the guy led him all the way to the finals, and he was just a
Ball
terrific
bounced,
player.
went straight up in the air, and fell back through.
But he hit, right, wasn't the word on Halliburton? Didn't he hit like 3 or 4 in the postseason? He kind of set like a postseason record for game winners. And
cheater. They
went all the way to the finals where sadly he tore his Achilles, and so he's not playing at all this year. And the Pacers last year, before making their wild run to the finals, went 50-32. 50-32. Pacers lost last night. They're 9-32. They have as many losses in half the season without their best player, and it just goes and shows you that marquee value, obviously, of a superstar.
Well, they've tanked the year because they want to get the first pick. I saw a mock draft. There's a lot of they said this year's a great draft. They said there's like 5 potential superstars. In it.
And the Hawks finally going to catch a break and get them that Pelicans pick's going to bring them a good player. This year, most likely. All right, here's another one. I don't know if maybe this does happen, but I was looking at the standings.
Okay.
15 teams in each conference. Western Conference makes sense. I look, here's a team with a 4-game win streak, couple with 3-game win streaks. Here's 3 or 4 2-game win streaks. Then I look at the East, 15 teams in the East. You know what the longest win streak is right now in the Eastern Conference?
What's that?
1 game. What if that ever happens?
Wow.
There's like 4 teams that have won 1 in a row. The rest are all on a losing streak of some in. Is that as rare as it seems like it would be? You're halfway through a season with full slates, and a 1-game win streak is the longest for anyone in the entire conference?
That's weird.
And then there's this. Boy, the Mavs traded Luka Doncic for nothing. It's how it's playing out.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Since joining the Mavs, Anthony Davis has suffered from the following injuries: abductor
like
strain,
we didn't think this would happen.
Right. Detached retina, calf contusion, sore Achilles, groin spasms, and ligament damage. He's played a grand total
done, bro.
of 29 meaningless games. That's what you gave up for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's done.
That's
He's
crazy.
Done. Stupid. James Gladstone did say one thing that I think he's spot on. I think he's done a terrific job. I think he's
You're talking about pass rush.
I enjoy listening to him a great deal. One of the things we talked about here on this show yesterday, going into the press conference, was Brian Thomas Jr. and James Gladstone. Yeah. The neat thing is this Liam Cohen's offense that you don't know who's going to get the ball every week? Is that how it's going to be? So we have three different guys with over 700 yards receiving.
No, I think
is
you're
that
being
the goal,
no.
or are you couching the disappointment of what Brian Thomas Jr. did and saying, okay, well, look, here's what we were able to accomplish? Because I felt like
I think maybe they don't know, Dan. It's the first year they've had Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr. spent 1 year on a terrible team with no other receivers.
Now
and
he'll be
fed him the
back,
ball.
and we all said it would be dumb for him not to be back. I don't think anybody wanted to trade him.
It felt double downish that they were like, no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're writing off his lack of production by
And
putting
Liam Cohen said, you point to wins and losses.
Nah.
You're part of a team that wins. Wealth is shared. It's never about one.
I get that.
Also cool. Fine. I get it. Right.
No, you're rationalizing his production being the same as the other 2 receivers.
Yeah.
You drafted him in round 1. Parker Washington was round 3 or 5 or whatever. Jacoby Myers was a midseason trade. This guy you drafted to be your number 1 receiver. He was your number 1 receiver.
Mm.
And now in year 1, it's almost the only area that got worse. From Coen, from last year to this year, there's so much improvement all over the board. The scoring, the running, the protection. Trevor, the only really the glaring got worse part of this football season was Brian Thomas Jr. and his production.
I would, because ultimately you can always fall back on, but we scored, it's all about scoring our off. I get all that, but I can't help but wonder if you went to Brian Thomas Jr. and said, Brian, were you satisfied with this year? What would his answer be?
I hope it would be no.
I hope it would be absolutely not.
But Brian Thomas Jr. I hope he understands this, and he's got the guys down there to tell him. I hope he earned fewer opportunities.
Yeah.
He was getting all kinds of opportunity the first 6 games, and he was dropping, fumbling them away, man.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt, and his head was a mess. So your lack of attention was well earned. And meanwhile, I'm putting this guy in, Parker Washington. He's making every play. I'm bringing this guy over midseason. We haven't lost a game since I did. So if you want more targets and you want more share, and I think that's what they mean by the number 1 receiver. Maybe we called him a number 1 receiver, but if you're not playing better than the other 2, you ain't going to get the ball as much.
James Gladstone said, you look at the output of the collective, 3 receivers go over 700 yards. That's abnormal. That's not typical. To be able to spread the wealth, so to speak, is a really positive thing. Yes and no.
It depends what if the defense still worries about Brian Thomas, then that's a great stat.
Yeah.
But if they don't, it's not. The reason number 1 receivers are so awesome, not only are they getting the 1,400 yards, but they're taking all the attention.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers got their production from the attention that was still being given to Brian Thomas Jr.
I said the Jaguars' offense succeeded in spite of Brian Thomas Jr., would that be an accurate statement?
I think that's a little harsh, I think.
What was the statement?
The Jaguars' offense succeeded in spite of Brian Thomas Jr.
I can't say that's completely accurate because he draws attention. He draws attention when he's on the field.
He didn't do what we want. Is he among the 700-yard receivers? He's one of the 3?
Yeah, he was like 707.
Okay, so I did get 700. I did get close to 50. I did get something, and we set a team record for scoring, and we won 13 games. So that part of Cohen's answer makes sense.
Okay.
You can't. There is no spite. They won 13.
Right.
So, but I understand your point. It's surprise. If I had told you, or you'd have asked me, or we'd have told each other in the preseason, Brian Thomas Jr. is going to play a full year, is going to have 48 catches for 700 yards. What would we have said the record was going to be?
We would not have said 13.
We would have said, "Oh my God, the Liam Coen offense ain't the same in Jacksonville."
Correct.
All right, we'll come back. I got a little Price is Right game for you two jokers. We'll do that and more next here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Get a healthy start in 2025. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to encourage you to get healthy and stay healthy this year. They have a dedicated team who are committed to providing quality care. The goal is to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Visit duval.floridahealth.gov to learn more about their health programs and services. That's duval.floridahealth.gov.
Hey, leave all the 2025 dirt and celebrate the new year with our friends from Zero Res. Carpets, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rugs, upholstery. Basically, every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. So it's time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res. And don't forget about your air ducts. Zero Res has a 4.9 rating on Google. That's out of a perfect 5.0, by the way. And that's more than 8,000 reviews. Google don't lie. Bring in the new year with 20% off. That's right, 20% off carpet and upholstery cleaning. Plus, you can always take $100 off your air duct cleaning. Just mention the 1010 special, the 1010 XL special, when you call them. And how do you call them? 287-5727, 904-287-5727, or book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. That's ZeroResJacksonville.com.
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail. When it's game time, make feeding the crowd easy. Chicken Salad Chick serves fresh Southern-style chicken salad, flavorful sides, and crowd-favorite catering trays. Order ahead at chickcatering.com or visit one of 4 area locations today.
Florida doesn't ease into the heat. It comes fast and it comes hard. And if your AC barely survived last summer, you're already on borrowed time. That's why Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning wants you to start the year off strong with a new AC system. Make the smart move before summer hits. Right now, get their lowest price of the year, $1,000 off a new AC system when you install by February 28th. Call now to schedule your free estimate and get ahead of the season. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
I'm Stacy, and I want to tell you about my fogged up window fiasco at my house. I called up Mac at Baker Glass, and he told me all I needed was a glass replacement. The process was so easy. All within a few days, they came out, measured, called me with an estimate, cut my glass, and came out to install the new ones. Now my view outside is fog-free thanks to Mac and his crew at Baker Glass. And my neighbors think I got some fancy new windows.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Liam Coen. It's a little bit long, but it's timely. Liam Coen talking about his coordinators and that potential change this offseason, because it's not just Grant Udinski, but Coach Campanile is going to get. He is the one to me that would be the brighter prospect just because of the responsibilities and duties. But cut 7 from Liam Coen on the potential of staff changes based on how well the team did this year.
Both those guys did a great job this year, and were in their first years doing those roles and responsibilities. And so anytime you have success, you're going to have people come and call and knock on the door, and those guys have earned some of those interviews and opportunities. Whether those happen this year, down the line, I think both of those guys are future head coaches at some point. And so that just comes along the territory. It comes with it. It's the bittersweetness of our profession. You want to continue to give.
So there you get an idea. Obviously, when you have guys that succeed, I think he's still in that first. I think he'd like to keep them both for another year. Continue with the momentum, the same voice for your players. You'd certainly like to keep them, and coaches never hold back their guys. And the great coaches, they just cycle through. You stay great, and the Jags offense is the Jags offense because of Liam Coen, period. I'm sure Grant Udinski has added his elements, his touches, his nuances to help, but Liam Cohen's the straw that's stirring that offensive drink down there. Campanile, that's another story, man. Defense made a major improvement. Major. Here's what I didn't agree with from Gladstone yesterday. You said you had one thing that mine was just acting like late season we saw what the pass rush could do. The hell we did. Yeah. That we just watched a game where no pressure on Josh Allen contributed greatly to the demise. And so you got, it's hard when you're sitting up there.
I definitely want to add a pass rush.
You want to take the glass half full approach to your answers, but we didn't do everything perfect, gang. Mm-hmm. We were 13-4, and we had a great year. We made a lot of progress, but we're talking about. Don't tell me pressures are more valuable than sacks. Stop it. We showed that late in the year. The heck we did. We didn't get after the quarterback all year long. We throw a party right here if we got a couple 3 sacks.
If I know anything about my boys like they like the fast food. They'll do a fast food whenever they can. There's a little fast food here. So, without further ado, just showing the
You said your boys me and E.
You and E.
Yeah, we eat worse than Dan. Is kind of what he's trying to say there.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I don't eat great either, but
we
It's
eat
fine
worse.
if you do say that.
I eat worse than both of you.
Yeah. What do you think?
Okay.
Thank you, Fred. In 2024, how much does a Big Mac go for it? Mac and D's.
Just the sandwich? I buy everything in combo meal, so I don't even know what end of it.
Yeah.
Like, I may have never known what the item
I'm just looking at these.
I'm going to say, though, that in 2024, 2 years ago, I'm going to say a Big Mac was...
really a year ago, but yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say it was...
You can say it right now.
$4.99.
Oh, no, just a sandwich?
Yeah.
Just a sandwich, a good $7.
$7.49.
Yeah.
For a Big Mac?
Yeah.
Just a sandwich.
What about a 10-piece nugget?
10 piece?
That's $6.29.
Like that. I'm going to go $6.99.
$7.58.
Yeah.
What about a medium French fry? Medium.
Medium fry?
Yeah, give me a medium fry.
$2.99.
$3.99.
$4.19.
Jeez,
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
I just know the price of this stuff. I don't
Yeah.
eat McDonald's, by the
Just
way.
a cheeseburger, man.
This is like $2.19.
I remember they used to be 29 and 39
Yeah,
cents.
right.
Yeah.
Now it's $2.99.
$3.15.
God, for the tiny little things.
And by the way, 5 years ago, in 2019, medium fry $1.79, now $4.19. McChicken
Wow.
$1.29, now $3.89. Big Mac $3.99, now $7.49.
Do they still have the dollar menu?
Yeah.
Cheeseburger $1, $3.15. I mean, dadgum, boys.
They get nervous around here when we start talking about restaurants and food sources. Suddenly we can't be real. But let's keep it real. We're all a bunch of fools for spending that kind of money for that little nutrition.
Man.
It's one thing for the fast food and the convenience when you're getting it for, out of the bottom of your change jar. It's one if you're gonna kill me slowly with this processed food for 99 cents, that's one thing. But I'm gonna pay $7.49 to do that? That's on us. It's good stuff though, man. It's good. What everyone does now too is you got to get on the you got to get the app. Everything's
They're
cheap.
trying to push you towards.
Yeah,
the
well,
app.
and you got to every day because that's what my kids do.
They give you discounts and stuff.
No,
on the app.
I'll bark at my kids sometimes, about wasting, a frugal old man wasting money eating out. Man, you go on the app, it's like
cheaper.
Yeah, it's half as much sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
There's always some deal this day, that day, or the other, and that's all of them. Whether you're going to any of those big brand.
I got a Dougie P sighting.
Okay.
Where, Jupiter on the golf course?
No.
Uh-oh.
And this is so up his alley. But anyway, Rap Sheets tweeting from the insiders on NFL Network. Former Super Bowl winning coach Doug Peterson joined the show to discuss the Polynesian Bowl. Looks like I got Dougie in one of them Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah,
He's the head coach against Singletary in the Polynesian Bowl in Hawaii. Hey, Dougie.
Yeah.
How about a week in Hawaii coaching some ball?
Yeah, just
I'm in.
Just bring your visor, coach.
Bring whoever you want. Family, you got you. That
Yeah.
boy, Dougie.
Yeah.
Shout out. Oh, the Gators called the program. Let's get him real quick. Good morning, Gator.
Good morning, Googans.
Hello, Guggen.
I heard you talking about the fast food.
Uh-huh.
First, I need to give a shout out to one of your sponsors.
Thank you.
And it falls in line with the fast food.
Okay.
Daly's has the best dipped cones. If you go to Daly's and get a dipped cone, it's like heaven.
Oh.
And it's about $3 cheaper than the Brazier.
Oh.
But it is damn good.
It's a blizzard.
So
Braziers. I love me a Brazier now.
Hey, man.
It's about $3 cheaper than those, and it's damn good to go. But
You're right about that. I've had those, and I said this one kind of grooves in. This is good synergy because we're not kidding you. When you go to that Dash, you're not, that food's good too. Get one of those hot sandwiches. It's
fire.
terrific. But you're right about those ice cream
cones. I haven't gotten any of the food. They had an advertisement up there for a whole rotisserie chicken for $7.99, and I thought about getting that and just bringing it back to the house and just sitting here like some caveman and eating an entire rotisserie.
Been there, done that.
Hands and all. No silverware, just grease.
So we went to the last night. We went to this. We were going to go to Chipotle. And Chipotle on 210 and pipe burst, water coming out of the Chipotle. So we pushed it back. We said, let's go to the Burger Fi.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A burger, a grilled chicken sandwich, 2 fries, and 2 drinks. $36.25.
Yeah, we need to stop.
The place was run. There's prison riots that are run better than that place. I told him when we were leaving, I said, take a good look at me because you won't be seeing me.
Oh, dear.
No. They were glad to hear that, by the way.
They didn't care. They didn't care at all. And the guys that were working back there, not nary a one BurgerFi identification clothing on their body. They looked like they came in to rob the place, and they got duped into working there. It was just a mess. You should never go to the BurgerFi.
Oh, no.
You should never go to the BurgerFi.
You're the lookout. We need you to stand right here by the cash register.
Thank you, Gator.
All right, we'll see you.
When they make the drop. I mean, all we can do, listen, the one thing that I do understand through all these years, and we are no math or financial experts, but I do understand what supply and demand is. And if you want those fast food prices to be cut in half, then we need to start going there half as much. End of story.
Not me.
Only thing that works.
Ain't going to happen. This is a good text. Crap thing that fast food does now is park everyone, even though you go through the drive-thru, you order and pay, and they tell you to park.
It's not even fast anymore. Used to be fast, convenient, and cheap.
He says they do this so their time clock doesn't show they're taking forever per order. Now, I will tell you this. I have done this. I have gone through the fast food. This is how you beat the fast food park thing. Hey, do you mind pulling up? Yeah, I mind. I'll just wait here. No problem. Because then you hold everybody up.
Yeah,
I'm just going to wait here. Get me my food. It's fast food. It's just fries. I mean, it can't take that long. Well, they're just, that's okay.
Yeah. yeah, right.
I've done that a couple times. That's cold.
I'm more offended. I'm okay with taking a little time sometimes, but the prices on fast food are ridiculous. That's just gross. And to add it to up. Here's the thing that I damn don't understand about where we are, is how all the prices from fast food to houses have doubled in the last 5 years, but wages haven't. I just don't understand how a system can work if all the prices are going up at an exponentially higher rate.
But you're making the
now,
same
look,
money.
We're lucky. We're in a position enough that it's not day to day, week to week. But man, if you're young out there trying to slug your way through,
slug away.
I feel you.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's the way the game was meant to be heard. Raw, real, and right in your ear.
Right side coming! Touchdown!
Feel the energy on 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Cersei here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic parm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
All right, gang. Hicken here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. For all your skincare needs, all your skincare products, nobody better than Beaches Dermatology. Man, oh man, I had a hydrofacial at Beaches Dermatology. You want to talk about a little slice of heaven. Fellas, go try it out. Get one for your ladies. You'll be glad you did. She'll be glad you did. You also have one as well, man. They are terrific. And by the way, the fine folks at Beaches Dermatology, and that includes Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mostert, they want to remind you, protect yourself from the sun. Even in the cold months, man. Don't want that sun beating down on you here in the sunshine state. If something does show up, then what you do, you act on it. Don't wait. That's when you go to beachesdermatology.com, find the location that best serves you. I go to the one off Solana Road. Shout out to all the fine folks over there. And get it taken care of, get it looked at quickly. You don't want to deal with any of these skin cancers. For all your skincare needs, Beaches Dermatology, beachesdermatology.com.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On January 15th, 2023, LeBron James surpasses 38,000 NBA career points, joining only Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Funny thing, a lot of plumbing companies still call themselves local, even after being bought by, well, not local people. Meanwhile, Hall & Sons Plumbing is still family-owned, veteran-operated, and proudly serving Jacksonville the way we always have, with a handshake, honest pricing, and real local roots. So if you want a plumber who actually lives down the road, not in a boardroom 3 states away, call Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. We're your local family jeweler for 46 years in Jacksonville with a huge selection of diamonds, gemstones, and pre-owned Rolex watches. And Monahan Jewelers is your store for expert jewelry repair turned around in 1 or 2 days. Most jewelry stores take 2 weeks or more, and many stores send your jewelry somewhere else for repair. At Monahan Jewelers, our jewelry repair is done in-house by expert craftsmen, and Monahans can turn around most repairs in a day or 2. So bring your jewelry repair to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Well, while we're banking on big brands, ET, I'll continue. This is one of those that if you're not a customer of this service, perhaps you wouldn't have noticed. Who do you have your phone service through?
AT&T.
Yeah, I think I am. I don't know. Ask the boss, Mrs. P. But I guess Verizon had a big Verizon.
Yeah, like a big old, just a lapse in service yesterday.
Yeah, an outage. And
I thought it was all of the service, but I wasn't affected at all.
Verizon phone service goes down for some customers. No, it was more. Verizon says it fixed the massive outage that left many without calling. Listen, this isn't about your recreational call to your buddy while you're driving point A to point B. This is about the emergencies that come up and you need communication and otherwise. So, man, we are. Yeah, a lot of people say when the big event comes, it's not going to be a missile through the air. It's not going to be a bomb on the ground. It's not going to be nerve gas released through every, HVAC system in the world. They're going to technologically cripple you. And they're going to shut down the grid and everything's going to go
chaos.
And that's
chaos.
That's how the downfall comes. It won't be through chemical or biological or any warfare. It'll be by killing the grid and everything and you can't control anything.
Nope. Satellites,
Communication, cars, anything.
Done.
That's when we're going. Anywho, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity.
I don't need that negativity.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You missed the first half of the story. I'm going to give you guys each a luxury that James Gladstone doesn't have.
Okay.
It's smallish. I'm not giving you the keys to the kingdom. But I'm going to let you take out any competing salaries or salary cap or position, whatever. You can keep one of the Jaguars free agents. Who are you keeping?
Which one am I keeping?
Yeah, can keep one. We'll narrow it. I mean, really, it's down to
one
3.
or 2.
What? You don't think it's 3? You don't think it's Monteric Brown also?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
They see him bigger, and they know ball more than me. I'm keeping Devin Lloyd.
Okay.
I'm keeping the All-Pro.
Again, I'm not. You're not. It's not. There's no salary cap ramification. It's just like which of these 3 players on this team would you rather have next year? And that's Devin Lloyd. That's fair.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a good question. We also don't have.
I might keep BTN.
We don't have all the intel. We don't know which players have developed, who they expect to break out next year. I mean, we haven't seen Jack Kaiser since training camp.
Yeah, we have. We didn't do anything.
Did he get any snaps?
Yeah, he played.
Man, not many. It's got to be less than 5% of the snaps.
Not memorable.
No,
Might
not
be a
memorable.
special teams. I don't even remember him being on the field.
Yeah, he was on the field a lot of games.
What number is he?
He just,
I'm a numbers
54,
guy.
was he?
Is he? See,
I don't know.
No, 52 is Hamilton. I didn't see much at all of them. I've got the play of the snap breakdown here.
Oh, 54, Hick and Winter.
Okay, see, but that's just how unmemorable it was.
I'm just celebrating
Oh,
me.
shout out, yeah.
I'm celebrating me.
Yeah, the mogul.
Mogul nailed that.
Freedom mogul.
Freedom mogul, man. God dang, Twitter. We're going to go 2 months, bro. Jeez. Anyway.
Only 3.9%.
Yeah.
As opposed to, say, Ventrell Miller, if you're comparing, was 20%.
Oh, but you said you hadn't seen him since training camp, and you absolutely saw him. You saw him a few times out there playing. But he didn't do it.
I guess what I meant when I haven't seen him playing is he did not make a single play all year long. Guess what I meant. Yeah. No tackles, no starts, no.
And then he did get banged up like halfway through or whatever.
Point being, it's not to criticize him. I'm just saying there are going to be guys like you talked about earlier, like Gladstone reference. We had guys that didn't play at all their rookie year, and now they're all-star level players.
Right.
But
I think I'd keep ETN.
I'm not sure I wouldn't keep on Tarek Brown, man.
What?
I got to start. I need.
Did you watch the last playoff game?
Yeah, that was one game all year long. I thought he played pretty well.
He did play well.
Yeah. Is he not our best cornerback?
No.
No.
Jordan.
Lewis?
Yeah, Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Lloyd.
Our best cornerback's hurt.
If I were the two, I'd go Lloyd.
Yeah.
I
think most would.
Only because that running back production seems to be.
I know. I just have this vision of replacing ETN, and all of a sudden we don't have a ground game at all, and they'll be like miffed.
I have a vision of ETN signing somewhere and going off to a team and rushing for 890 yards.
That don't matter. Yeah. What matters is what I'm doing here in Jacksonville.
I think that by this time next year, given the same opportunity, that the number would probably end up the same with whether it's one of these two on the roster or someone they bring in. Maybe not the. Not the 14, counting the playoffs total touchdowns.
Yeah.
By the way, we've gotten a very good idea for all this complaining about what a quote, combo meal costs at the fast food. Doesn't matter. Any of the fast food places can get it $14, $15. Don't forget, you can go to some of the former, sit-down restaurants, again, big brand name restaurants, order their burger, combos and get it for $10.
Right now on, what is it, Kalshi? What do they call that betting site where you can bet anything? Yeah. Is it called Kalshi or Kalshi?
Kalshi, I think.
Kalshi?
That's what I've always said. I don't know.
The betting favorite to get the Cleveland Browns job, second place, Grant Udinsky, 20%. Just 1% behind Mike McDaniel. It's Mike McDaniel, Grant Udinsky, Cleve Kingsbury, Jim Schwartz, Clint Kubiak, Dan Pitcher, Chris Shula, Mike McCarthy, and I guess Nathan Shielhaas. I don't know how to say his name. The Rams passing game coordinator.
Shellhouse, I think.
Hasn't maybe he hasn't interviewed yet. He's not on there yet, but his name is there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Udinsky is a viable candidate already for a job.
Which of those two would it be more painful to lose Campanile from a fan standpoint, because Udinsky's on the offensive side of the ball, which is our head coach
100%
is running. I'm all for assistants getting head coaching jobs, and how refreshing is it? It's been years since we had people banging on the door of our assistants. 1 year here, and you're already getting interviews. Man, it shows you top to bottom how much healthier this organization is. Gladstone did say one thing yesterday. It's very, very true, and it's easy to forget that as you get to rolling and change your view to win playoff games, and that is, boy, did they raise that floor.
Ryan O'Halloran has an interesting column this morning as we head to break. And the headline is, one addition could take Jaguars to the next level. He thinks that they should trade for Max Crosby. Their pass rush would be ignited, and the team would enter 2026 as one of the Super Bowl favorites.
If you can afford it, my problem is we're over the cap, and getting those big ticket guys, I don't know how feasible it is.
I think Max is under contract, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's under contract as one of those big ticket guys.
Yeah, but I think they're talking about you'd have to trade Trayvon and couple first round.
Well, you say that they say yesterday, I must have missed the Trayvon comment. I listened to the press conference that they're all in on keeping him. It's important. I guess that came in the context of extensions for he. What about Parker Washington? Did he come up when it came to extensions?
Maybe they can get Vegas to eat some of that cat money.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That certainly happens in these big deals, especially the ones that carry a lot of cash tagged to them.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see. 9 o'clock Nasty coming up. 9:04.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is the game right here. If they're able to make a play.
It's the top of the highlight reel.
What a play!
The Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game on 1010XL. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, the investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But ITP Partner, one thing remains constant, our commitment to your financial future. Whether it's consolidating your accounts, rolling over your 401k, maximizing your pension programs, we make your financial journey simpler and smarter. With ITP Partners, Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Janice Cobb, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, and Reed Wingate, your investment strategy is built on trust. It's transparent, and it's experience. It's a new year. Time to put that money in motion, man. Let ITP Partners help you grow and protect your wealth so you can focus on what matters most. ITP Partners, stable, strategic, secure. My financial partners for life. Security and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth, Inc., members of FINRA and SIPC. Osaic Wealth, separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth.
Ghost. Skeletor World Tour 2026. Ghost. Theatrical. Arena Rock. January 22nd, Five-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Ghost. Don't miss Ghost.
'Tis the season for bowl picking.
You got the chance to win $1,000 in jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
Brought to you by Burlock and Barrel, American whiskey.
You watch them, but can you pick them?
Get your picks in at 1010XL.com.
It's the Happy Renewal Year sale at Renewal by Andersen. Buy one, get one, 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires January 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for the Jaguars and proud member of Jacksonville's newest orthopedic dream team. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we brought together 10 board-certified fellowship-trained surgeons, each one a specialist in their field, all working together to deliver smarter, faster care with better results. From sports injuries to joint replacements, we've got the right player for every position. Visit osjax.com and meet your team. That's osjax.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dave Barker with IHRS. People ask, are your solutions for thinning hair permanent? Yes, our solutions have permanent natural results and are guaranteed to work. Put our 35 years of experience helping 10,000 plus men and women to work for your thinning hair. Our trademark hair transplant procedures will give you 3 times more hair in one procedure. PRP and laser treatments are fast, easy, and effective, and only take 30 minutes. Most of our staff have experienced hair loss ourselves. Our caring and confidential team can help you look better and feel better about yourself and restoring your hair again.
For your confidential consultation, call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or go to hairforme.com. That's hairforme.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Hall & Sons Plumbing. Jag GM James Gladstone's off-season moves include having linebacker Devin Lloyd on his radar.
I look forward to working through the off-season process with our coaching staff to determine what's best for everybody.
North Florida Osprey men's basketball hits the road for ASUN play, visiting North Alabama tonight and Central Arkansas on Saturday. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:09 and it's 51 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
Come on, E.
I'm coming.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Na 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 na.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone.
Oh.
When I see you hanging about with anyone.
In case you're wondering, he's Canadian.
It's not unusual.
If you know, you know.
To see me cry, I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out.
Welcome back to the program.
We often associate the term, it's not fantasy football with what the expectations you have for your offense.
Mm-hmm.
It can now be expanded. Y'all playing fantasy football. We should trade this for that and trade. They throw all these trades out there like they're just easy.
That is so true.
We should trade BTJ for him. We should trade Walker Little for him. Josh Hines out for him. Trade him out for him.
Like it's Madden.
What world are y'all in?
They wouldn't even let you make those trades on Madden.
It's like fantasy football, man. The trades that involve big name players are one a year.
Just go get Jackson Smith and Jigba for BTJ.
Right. So last year was.
I like that.
It's not even. I'm not even talking about like how out of line the value may be. It's like I don't. Any player someone is down on, trade him for him, that for that. What?
We got the. It's an Olympics year, I believe, right?
Well, winter. Is it both?
Winter, spring. Where are the Winter Olympics this year?
I know this.
Okay.
Italy.
Okay.
I think. I say I know that assuredly, and then I say Italy. They were having big problems. I checked in. I'm the Winter Olympics expert.
A lot of people don't know that.
I've spent a lot of time in the icy north. They were having big time problems. Like they weren't done with some of the venues. The ticket sales were like they hadn't reached halfway on the ticket sales.
Well, this happens a lot, and I don't quite understand this, but I'll get your guys' opinion on this. Is the headline says figure skater Elisa Efimova can't compete in 2026 Olympics after passport delay. And you're like, are you kidding me?
Okay.
What? She can't compete in the Olympics? She had an American flag on her warm-up jacket, but not where she needed it most, her passport. The two-time reigning pairs national champion and her partner and husband, Misha Mitrofanov, are heading overseas for their next competition, but they're not going to Milan, team.
What's wrong?
Despite skating well enough at the U.S. Figure Skating Championships last weekend to qualify for the Winter Games. So these two participated in and this is generally how you qualify, right? In general, in almost all sports, summer and winter, right? You have a competition like swimming trials, the Olympic trials.
Yeah, the Olympic trials.
And the top two teams go, something like that. That's generally how it goes, right?
Yeah. Go Jamaican bobsled team.
You win the You win the 100 or you come in second, you're in the Olympics.
Sometimes even further, they put you on a relay. There's other carried out.
If you're like a superstar and you have a bad trials, maybe they figure out a way to get you on.
Sometimes, but
right?
but usually not. Usually,
But anyway, so these two went to the U.S. Figure Skating Championship trials and they qualified. And now it says, and the headline says she can't compete because of passport delay. And I'm like, there's got to be more to the story.
Well,
so,
I mean, how about you call the embassy and they put a little rush? It's kind of important. It's the Olympics.
Right. So then I keep reading.
Your president's a sports fan. He'd probably give it extra attention.
By the way, they said.
They sound like they don't sound, they're not, there must be naturalized citizens.
Last week in the qualifier, the winner game, they are ineligible because Ifamova isn't an American citizen.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be an American citizen.
Yeah, you have a passport issue.
You're skating for the United States.
Yes, correct. You can't skate for the U.S. if you're, I don't know, not U.S.
Now, what's happened in the Olympics, by the way, and again, we don't follow the Olympics near enough, but we read about this one 4 years ago where, like, countries will pay. Wait a minute. You have a Chinese uncle?
Yeah.
I tell you what, here's $1 million. Compete for China.
And usually the good players don't. Like, if you're a great player, either you have a serious tie to the country and you play there, or you play for the U.S. It's very rare do you go, like, shopping. But remember, there was one, I can't remember the sport. It was a women's athlete. It may have been basketball.
Uh-huh.
Remember she took the money to play for Russia?
She caught hell, but yeah.
Yeah, she took the money to go play.
They said, we didn't make it, but we don't see it as a failure. They understand. They had a send-off. This was an opportunity. It may have not worked out, but many great things have come from it. We're very happy moving forward. Now, Mitrofanov, the husband, is a U.S. citizen by birth, but Ifamova was born in Finland and has also represented Russia and Germany in international competition. She sounds like a free agent. NIL deal.
When did the Olympics come to college football transfer?
Well, that's what I think it's become in some respects.
Man, I got a weird story. It's a
weird story.
It's Winter Olympic themed, and it does not seem a fair way to go for an Olympic medalist.
Okay.
Let me tell you the story of Yuli Kestenholz. He won snowboarding's first Olympic medal in 1998. Yuli, the Swiss snowboard pioneer, died yesterday. He was 50 years old, or 2 days ago now. He was 50 years old. He was with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
They were skiing in the valley.
Okay.
At about 7,000 feet elevation when an avalanche started. He got swallowed up and killed by an avalanche. I mean, you want to talk about a cruel, ironic death. You made your entire livelihood conquering the mountains in the snow as a snowboarder. He was snowboarding Sunday. He was swept away and buried in an avalanche. With a friend who was skiing in the valley when the avalanche started at an altitude of 8,000 feet. Police said in the statement, unclear what triggered the avalanche. The friend dug out the trapped Kestenholz before a helicopter airlifted them to a hospital. Kestenholz helped write Olympic snowboarding history when he was thrust into the spotlight at the Winter Games. He was just 22 years old. The games that year marked snowboarding's debut as an Olympic event. He took home the bronze, which was the first snowboard event and the first medal handed out because it was the bronze.
Yeah.
Man.
You don't get Olympic talk anywhere else.
You don't get avalanche
Winter
talk,
Olympics.
but once every few years. And after that one, I'm glad.
That's a tough way to perish.
A lot of ways that you don't want to go.
Way.
Because if you're at the bottom of an avalanche, by the way, you're not at the bottom of a bunch of fluffy snow.
No.
It's like thousands of pounds of crushing.
concrete.
Yeah. More next.
Bringing me down.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He used to lay the lumber on the field.
No, I'm not a quarterback, but I like eating quarterbacks for breakfast.
Now he lays his opinions on Jaguars Today. Tom McManus. Fridays on 1010XL. Opened by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Here's good advice from your friends here at 1010XL. I'm Frank Frangie. The next time you need to send a gift for a birthday, anniversary, wedding, or just for the fun of it, call the experts at Coen Flowers. For over 75 years, Coen Flowers does it right.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Like to learn how to fly an airplane? Well, you're not alone. High Flying Jacko here, inviting you to listen Sunday morning. We'll start your aviation career with a 60-minute ride on the airwaves of 1010XL. The High Flying Show, Sunday at 9 on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
The doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists have resolved my hip and foot issues, and I'm back to training for the 2028 Olympics in LA. This is Garrett Scantley, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is David Garrard. Following my knee surgeries and recovery, I'm continuing to feel great and would recommend Southeast Orthopedic to anyone who's experiencing orthopedic pain.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey, David again here with Royal Pet Services. It's that time of year when rodents start making their way into our homes. Layson, tell them what they need to get in.
A quarter-size hole.
That's right. That's all they need. Hey, tell them where to go for a free attic and exterior inspection.
Visit RoyalPetServices.com.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, don't worry about any, quote, problems you think might be related, because I've got the perfect team that will keep you right on track. In fact, they've got a guarantee that you can't beat. And that is Chad and Sandy, the agents I would call to sell my home. You see why? Your home sold guaranteed, or they will buy it. Need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers. Fast, easy, and stress-free. But the promise is this. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Jacksonville homes are selling, but many take months and a low price to sell. Getting top price means aggressive marketing. Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who have proven systems to drive demand to sell your home. Darcy in San Jose said, I felt too isolated in my retirement. I wanted to buy in a different area, better suited for me. I spoke to several agents who didn't seem to care. I needed to find someone I could rely on. In come Chad and Sandy, and in 3 days, the home was sold. ChadandSandy.com or 904-414-6200.
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I have a trivia question for you, E.
Ooh, I love trivia.
Who is the only quarterback in NFL history who's completed a pass to a father and a son?
A quarterback who's completed a pass to a father and a son.
Yeah, to a father and his son.
Okay. Some context clues here, E. I'm going to assume it's an active player.
Yeah, gotta be.
Because it's a story that's cropping up. So we need to look at some old quarterbacks like Flacco.
Some old guy.
Could he? And I'm trying. What about Harrison and Harrison Jr.? Brissett. Did Brissett throw to Harris? He's too.
No,
Jacoby
that
Brissett.
might be it.
Oh, it's a good guess. It's incorrect.
Yeah, I don't think he probably just missed.
Did Rodgers play with a father and a son?
Ooh.
You can't go to his sound effects. He just does it to throw you off.
Yeah, correct.
So don't listen to his oohs and his ahs. I'm trying to think of I'd rather think of the players. If I think of quarterbacks, that's too broad. You got to think of father, son.
Randy Moss, doesn't his kid is the tight end?
Yeah.
Is he in the league?
Ooh.
Yeah, don't listen to his.
Correct,
No, I don't think he made it. Did he? Or if he did, he got. There's and the problem is too. There's a lot of father sons you don't really pay much attention.
Correct.
You don't realize. Oh, that's his son. How about That's a really hard. It's got to be one of the. Give us the quarterback.
Quarterback is. Oh, they got it on the text line. Very nice. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is thrown to father and son.
Oh, Knox.
No, he's young, isn't he?
Hard Knocks?
Yeah, Dalton Knox. He's Dawson Knox. He's
Yeah,
too young.
okay.
Josh Allen has thrown to. Gosh, he hadn't been in the league. What
Correct.
the what?
What
the
receivers?
hell? Father and son. He's only been in the league 8 years.
You must have caught the dad at the end.
Maybe the dad. Maybe one of them is like a lineman.
Jaguar legend.
Mercedes Lewis?
Forever indebted.
He doesn't. Oh, Gore. And
Gore
and Gore Jr.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's it's because the
two
running
running
backs.
backs,
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't think of it.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Gore Jr. caught a touchdown this year, huh?
I said passes. Caught a pass.
I said caught a touchdown.
Oh, did he?
Well, he must. You just said he had. Oh, it doesn't matter the player, but he
No,
must
it
have.
doesn't matter the play. I said he caught a pass.
It's a reception.
I didn't say a touchdown.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, either way, same thing. I was thinking touchdown though.
Yeah.
But it's no easier to answer. It's not like you remember a touchdown specifically, unless a guy scored 1,000 of them, like Frank Gore Sr. did.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And I got stuck a little bit in bitterness lane when they were talking about Tomlin and him stepping down, and then they're putting up the Steelers, and the fact that Bill Cowher got his auto pass into the Hall of Fame is the weirdest thing to me. It's just so weird. He's so behind. Mike Tomlin could go into the Hall of Fame faster than Bill Cowher. I just don't get
he
it.
did get auto pass. Like he's
auto
been dubbed
pass,
like one of the greatest of all time.
He only won one, right? And then Tomlin won one title. And you auto pass, and you weren't great. And by the way, you got upset a couple times too.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. How they said, I get it if ESPN or CBS wanted
I wonder
to.
if there was timing. Like, I wonder if at the time, and I don't remember. I remember the guy Baker going on the TV set. I knew that had a big part of it. But I wonder if back then they were doing a coach or two every. I don't know how it worked because they've made it extremely difficult for guys like Tom to get in now, and it's very frustrating to me. And I don't like it. But yeah, Bill Cowher.
He just shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. He should never mind that he went in ahead of others. He doesn't have a Hall of Fame resume. Neither does Dungy. He has a losing record in the postseason. These guys are in ahead of Coughlin and Shanahan and Holmgren.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And by the way, put him in then. But if you're going to auto pass him, you've got to put the others in.
Yeah.
And that's just strange to me. I don't understand the love. I don't feel like Bill Cowher was especially beloved when he was doing
12-9 in the postseason, 60.
He's good. He's a good, but he's not. He doesn't have the total wins of. There's some other Hall of Fame eligible coaches that far surpass him, don't they?
Won 8 division championships.
I think it was 9 for Tomlin. 8 or 9. I just think it's funny that Mike Tomlin is going to leave with similar or better numbers, hated and kicked out by half the fan base, and Bill Cowher goes into the Hall of Fame 10 minutes after he retires.
Yeah. Like I said, might be timing, though. I don't know. But, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's, but we've discussed that before. I mean, I get it. Yeah, that's just, it's frustrating is what it is. It's very frustrating. Hey, Vanderbilt lost a basketball game last night. First time they've lost. So
Texas got them.
And the Gators have them on Saturday. So up there. So it's a big test for Florida. If they can go win that game, then Florida's been showing a lot of improvement of late. They're playing good basketball. I think I read this. I may be wrong, but I think I read or my son told me Todd Golden has never won an SEC opener yet. Does that sound right? 0-4?
This His 4th year?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I don't know. That doesn't stand out. I don't recall one way or the other. But if he told you that, I would believe him.
Yeah.
If you start 0-1, it's very forgettable. If you start 0-5 or 4, maybe it wouldn't be. Yeah. And suddenly, by the way, they're on the positive side in the conference. This is when it comes time to seed for both the NCAA and the SEC. It'd be nice to have this one.
Golden went 16-17 in his first year, got him to the tournament in his second year, and won the Natty in his third year. So 16-17, 24-12, 36-4 a year ago. I just saw it on social media last night, and again, I guess maybe Tebow would be second, but I don't think you can ever find a march to a championship better than what Walter Clayton Jr. did for Florida basketball last year. I mean, bro, I was watching it's big shot after big shot after.
Like how we talked about Halliburton earlier.
Oh my God,
he was the college version of Halliburton.
I'm telling you, you go back and look at the UConn game. You go back and look at in the first game. Who was it? Was it Norfolk State? Does that sound right? Who they played in the first game in the tournament? It's 0-0. Florida wins a tip. He walks up and from the logo bangs a 3. And that maybe set the tone for the whole tournament. This guy, the running back against Texas Tech, the shots against Auburn, Houston, he had 2 3-point plays down the stretch. I mean, the highlights, I love going back and watching it. It's just fantastic. But he was so good down that stretch. He was, without a doubt, that has to be the best. Is there any better performance by a Florida Gator athlete ever down to lift a team? Like I said, maybe Tebow.
No, Tebow's speech was crazy too. Like after he did that speech, that was.
It's harder. It's harder to compare because basketball, you get it all squeezed into that run, and
right.
But don't forget how good Clayton was down the stretch of the regular season, the SEC tournament.
Oh my God,
he did it for longer than It's not like March Madness. He got hot.
Correct.
He got hot in the middle of February and just scorched the rest of the way. It's also though the only is a tiny one. Is that he wasn't the star of the finale.
No, he wasn't.
He kind of had an off game, and Will Richard.
But he had two
big
3-point, backdoored and finished with his left hand, and it was.
I'm not going to argue.
And when we needed him, he came through. So
Tebow, he basically guaranteed. You will never ever see.
Yeah, you're right.
He guaranteed it,
and he put up numbers
and
too.
he stood on business.
Yeah. I mean,
I saw. Can I read this?
Can't go wrong with either one of those.
Can I read this letter? This is great. Different times.
Okay.
This is.
Mel Kiper's got a new big board. I'll point out a couple of things there. I don't think it'll go as deep as 58 when the Jags pick first.
Okay.
But there'll be some position breakdowns, and maybe we can draw some.
This is from 1977.
Okay.
All righty. Imagine getting this letter.
I got in trouble at my grandparents in 77. I was 10 years old, and the Braves had a button out that said Almost Heaven in 77. And I, as a 10-year-old in the Deep South Bible Belt, made the mistake of saying, shouldn't it say Almost Hell in 77?
Oh,
got spanked for that one. Back in 1977, saying the word hell got you spanked. Huh?
Dear Seminole, reporting top physical condition when you come in on August 19th. We do not have time to wait for anyone to get in shape. We depart for southern Mississippi 3 weeks after you report, and I'm looking for the 50 toughest men to go with me. Fat people will be left behind in their tracks. Kicking, conditioning, and execution will win the opener. The only thing you must do is be in better condition than your opponent, no matter how good he is, in capital letters. Have your hair cut before you report. No beards, no mustache below your upper lip, sideburns no lower than your earlobes, no hair sticking out in front of your helmet, and flaring out below the back rim of your helmet. Keep afros normal or braid it. Bring a coat and tie and dress shirt with you for trips. We will dress like men, not children. Be sure to have your head screwed on right when you get here. We'll work toward one common goal when you report, and that is to get the 50 best men ready to get after southern Mississippi. If you do not make the top 50, be disciplined enough to make us a better team through hustle and good morale. We need everybody. Leave all pets at home. I don't want them in our housing. See you August 19th at 11 a.m. Hail FSU, Bobby Bowden.
1977. Wow.
It's a different time.
It's really not.
That's the letter you got, E.
Doesn't sound. You know what's amazing? You know what is amazing? And I don't know if football play has gotten any better or worse.
Uh-huh.
You know what he didn't? You know that you don't. Yeah, they didn't train 12 months a year.
Yeah.
You had your young men. You sent them home and said,
Yeah.
"I'll see you guys in 6 months. You better be ready.
You better be in shape, though.
You know." And they were.
Yeah.
In some cases.
Most of them. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Non-stop Knowles. Search 1010XL Seminoles on YouTube.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hey, Hickey here for Lockhart Construction and Roofing, longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad. His guys are from here, taking care of people who live here, people like us, the Hickens. Oh, man. Lockhart family's done such great work at our house. We basically remodeled our entire house. We appreciate them. We do project after project. Always good to see them. They're fast, friendly, affordable. They're clean. Everything you want in a contractor, they take care of. But also, don't forget, it's Lockhart Construction and Roofing. And, of course, they've been doing roofs around these parts for decades. GAF Master Elite Warranty, Master Elite Contractor. Nobody better than Lockhart Construction and Roofing. So, at some point, you're going to need a roof. And if you do, remember Lockhart Roofing. They'll take great care of you. If you have any types of questions, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. That's how he works. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction and Roofing, 994-3865.
The toughest bulls, the bravest riders. For 8 seconds, it's all on the line. Glory or nothing. These are cowboys who face down danger, defy the odds, and push themselves beyond limits most wouldn't dare. This is their world, where legends are made on the backs of ranked bulls. It's bull time, Jacksonville. PBR Bucks into Five-Star Memorial Arena February 20th and 21st. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
I'll give you a nugget, but it's going to cost you $7.49.
Well, you have to give me 6 then. By the way,
I kid because I can.
here's my nugget. I'm going to share this. We got to talking and bemoaning the price of fast food. Who was it? Ox called up and said he went and got a value meal, cost $30-something between 2 of them. I saw this, and this is a reality. And I don't know how you change it, but if you look at the price of a value meal, it corresponds almost to the dime to the minimum wage.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is primarily what
That's
makes
how
up
they do
fast.
it? That's how they
Right.
judge
Well,
it,
I
you
don't
think?
know if it was by a thing, but I'm just saying that for the profit margins for these fast food places, when the minimum wage was $1.99, the value meals were $1.99. When the minimum wage was $5.99, it went up to $5.99, and now that's why somehow it's considered to be a value to get a burger, fries, and sugary drink for $17.99.
Hey, E, quick question.
Yep.
You Savage today?
Yeah, I am
Yeah,
actually.
it's got a little something going on there.
Yeah, it's Savage.
Shout out.
That's the
Good for you.
casual.
Yeah. Just casual Savage, though.
Yeah, just casual.
Hey, listen, here, I don't get this, and I think this is accurate. Hopefully I'm not wrong about this. The College Football Hall of Fame is the one in Atlanta, right?
Yes.
And they announced their Hall of Fame class. They do big classes. And it includes people like Eric Weddle, Peter Warwick, congratulations, Herman Moore at Virginia, Mark Ingram, Chris Hudson, former Jaguar.
Those are all really good college players.
Aaron Donald.
I will say this.
John Carter, but they're missing one who was eligible for the first year. And I don't care if it's first year eligibility.
It's bad because it's too easy to get into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Right.
They put 1,000 guys
But
in.
this
All you have
guy-
to be is very good, and you're going in.
I don't know how you couldn't put this guy in. This guy is Cam Newton.
Oh, you got to put him in.
They're just waiting a little.
There's no reason to wait.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Cam Newton's
You win the Heisman and an Natty.
It's inarguable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
The only thing that would keep me from getting...
You know Cam Newton ran for 1,473 yards that year?
Yes, absolutely.
On 264 carries and scored 20 touchdowns.
I'll tell you what else you forget
He
about...
also threw 30. Do you understand that?
Well...
The only guy who took his... Because it was like Tebow, and then Cam trumped Tebow statistically, and then I think Joe Burrow was the guy. Now, he didn't run, but he threw 60. So
Yeah. There was another...
Yeah.
There was another runner passer who came along and...
Johnny?
Maybe it was Johnny.
Yeah.
Who was matching some of those single season at least.
But 1,473 yards rushing from the quarterback spot?
Yeah, I remember that being a story. And one of the reasons, two stories combined, people forget on their way to an undefeated national title, they played Alabama in the season finale, and they
were
fell
getting smoked.
like 21-0, 28-0.
And then came back and won.
And part of that win, I think Cam had a long one.
Yeah.
A run, like an 80-yarder or something. I think that I could be wrong. I know he had a long run, maybe not a touchdown run, but and the 28-0 may be overstated. But they were down significantly in that final game, like 21-0 is what I want to think, and that came all the way back. I want to ask you a question.
Who do you think has rushed for the most yards ever by a quarterback in a season? In 2019, this guy ran for 2,017 yards. Whew.
I was going to say Lamar.
Yeah, that's not 19, though.
Yeah, no.
No, Lamar did 1601 and 1571.
Is that Kyler Murray?
No, this is sort of a trick because it's Navy's quarterback, Malcolm Perry.
Okay.
Then remember Jordan Lynch from Northern Illinois?
I do remember him. I don't remember Navy having a 2,000-yard rusher though.
Yeah.
They
ran that wing, not the wing T, but the wing back, right?
Yeah, it's wing T.
Yeah. Jordan Lynch did 1920 and 1815. Then it says Ahmad Bradshaw at Army.
Must have been a quarterback. Yeah.
Not that Ahmad Bradshaw. It has to be that Ahmad Bradshaw went to Marshall or something.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
Denard Robinson.
Well, maybe he transferred. How old? When did that happen? The Ahmad Bradshaw.
17.
Yeah, that was after.
Denard Robinson.
Shoelace.
Yeah.
1,700 yards.
Yeah. Denard, you want to talk about the most forgettable 1,000-yard rushing season in Jaguars history? I think Denard had one.
He had 1,000?
Didn't he?
No.
No
way.
Oh.
No.
It's a 100-yard game, maybe is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. No way.
Did he have a 100-yard game?
Maybe. Johnny Manziel was 14-10, by the way, behind
That's
Cam.
right.
Julian Edelman ran for 1,370 yards at Kent State.
I remember him. I remember the story of him being a former quarterback.
Yeah. So anyway, it's just fun to look at that stuff. But yeah, but Cam Newton's a no-brainer. If he didn't get in, that was dumb. That was dumb.
Yeah, and I would think that he would.
Yeah.
I don't think
He will. But,
yeah, right. We're not
but
gonna
I'm
get
just
to a
saying
point.
you missed the boat if you don't put him in. I don't know why you're not. I mean, that arguably to me is the greatest. When you say who had the greatest, it's Joe Burrow, Cam Newton, Tim Tebow. Those are the guys.
Do you even have to, like, is there even like a waiting period or whatnot?
Yeah, I don't know. I read somebody put it out that the fact that Cam Newton wasn't elected in the College Football Hall of Fame tells me all I need. Something to that effect. So we'll see. Big news today. Looks like the Giants and Harbaugh are done.
All right, good for the Giants.
It's a good get.
That's a good get. I mean, he would be the number one guy, right? That doesn't necessarily mean he should be. I saw this though. The biggest turnaround. This is why, and this is one of the things that's fueling these coaching changes.
Uh-huh.
But the three biggest win improvements this year: New England, Jacksonville, Chicago. New coach, new coach, new coach.
Oh, yeah.
The first guy that shows up among the biggest win improvements who was a returning coach, it was Kyle Shanahan, and that's because the 49ers were so beat up and injured last year, even more than this year, that they, completely tanked.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that you don't, it's amazing. Although you're winning, so I guess it's not amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing anyone lasts 18, 19 years at the same place in that business.
Do you think we'll have to break on this one?
600 basically for shoelace. That's best.
Do you think that when Chicago and LA play and the handshake after, understand that Matt LaFleur, dodgeball, his brother is on the Rams staff.
Yes.
So
Michael LaFleur, I think.
Yeah, Mickey. I think they call him Mickey.
I don't know about that.
But what do you think of like Ben Johnson has been like a total DB towards LaFleur and the Packers. Do you think that McVay would do the same thing back because of the connections with the Packers coaching staff? And the fact that Ben Johnson also said, I worked my way up to get this job. I didn't have a name.
I mean, maybe Mike LaFleur is in a feeling. So I can't think Sean McVay cares one crap.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You
don't think even in a handshake, it'll be like, all right.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
if he had said it about Billy McVay, then maybe.
Correct.
But if you're going to do it about one of my assistants, brothers, you do you.
Yeah, that's your business.
That's your business.
He's more worried with Shanahan and, Sosar.
Turn for home next here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside, your locally owned commercial truck headquarters and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, it's Rick Blue. We got a fresh shipment of hard-to-find ProMaster vans, perfect for Section 179. My buddy Tommy and his team are committed to the community and make the process simple. Upfits, delivery, everything handled right. If you need ProMaster vans or commercial trucks for your fleet, you need Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Prize Picks. Oh, the big game is coming, gang. The big game is coming, and it's our last few weeks of playing football games. And, man, oh, man, look, I always look for max discounts. Last week, Caleb Williams, half a yard. Yeah, I paired that with a couple puppies and got rich. That's what I did, and you can do it as well. You can mix and match sports. You can follow other players. They offer Prize Picks now offers stacks. I mean, you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. They got early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to finish. So, yeah, download the Prize Picks app today. You got to do that, though, if you want to play. And use the code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineups after you play just a $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's Prize Picks, man, and it's good to be right.
What's up, Duval? I'm Tab Valamek, owner of Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran-owned pool company for over 10 years. We specialize in new pool construction and pool renovations, built on military values, integrity, communication, attention to detail, and honor. Now is the perfect time to start your pool project, so when the heat hits, your pool is ready. As an Iraq War veteran and Purple Heart recipient, pride in what I do is everything. Let me show you the difference in how my team and I execute your pool project with military precision. Call Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran pool company.
Bud Light and everyone at Anheuser-Busch want to remind you to get home safely every time. People are counting on you, on the road and at home. Plan ahead with safe rides, and don't forget to hydrate between beers. Bud Light encourages everyone to enjoy responsibly and socialize safely.
Start your new year off healthy and get screened at Ackerman Cancer Center with on-site imaging, including whole-body MRI, PET and CT scans, and mammography. Early detection is key. Visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Making a turn for home here on the drill. A fast-moving Thursday.
Oh, man, just booking right along.
Yeah. Had big final press conference.
Yeah, that's typical. It's more an event than it is newsworthy. The bottom line is, I think the overall message from Liam Coen to his football team, and it's in conjunction with Baselli and Gladstone, it's this. Guys, thanks for giving us a heck of a year. Thanks for all your efforts. Y'all worked hard. It paid off. I think you see what we can get out of that. It ended way before anything that's acceptable. This is a good start. We're 13-4 this year. Now we're 0-0. And literally, you tell your team, we've made great strides, but we didn't accomplish a dadgum thing. We didn't win a playoff game. Doc Murphy said it's an interesting comparison. It's what have you done for me lately? But here's Mike Tomlin, who's had a winning year every year for 19 years, has won a Super Bowl, has gone to another one, and went out of the first round of the playoffs, and, boom, the Steelers make a change.
Right.
And here you want to throw a parade for a guy who won his division and went out in the first round of the playoffs. So it's just the beginning. The process, has to continue to improve. This is the right group. Is what it feels like.
Well, on Sunday, Deion Dawkins, the Bills' big offensive lineman, was mic'd up. He's pretty funny. He had some funny stuff. He was doing some Duval chants during the game and just kind of digging all the fans.
He's very chatty.
Yeah, and he was with Josh Hines Allen lining up one time, and he said, "Hey, where's he at? Where's he at?" And he goes, "He's here." And then 41 here. "You good? I got 2 hands for you, my boy." You hear me? All right. And a big chest and a face full of it.
Yeah,
so,
they do. There's a lot of talking out there.
Oh, it's great.
Situates the
That's
game.
good stuff.
When they get to the point, and we'll probably get there, where you broadcast the game listening. We're past people worrying about cuss words or what they hear or anything else. There'll be a day in 30 years where when you turn the game on, you're hearing that bad. There's not even an announcer anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe one guy to bridge. Well, let's listen into the battle between so-and-so and so-and-so.
Yeah.
They'll get to that point.
They will. And they'll also get to a point where when you sit in the new stadium in your chair, you'll have a computer pad where you can bet everything all during the game.
Sure.
Bet. Run. Bet pass. Bet
It's
whatever.
kind of like half Total Recall, half Idiocracy. That's where we're headed.
I like that. E?
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Morning, Tony.
Morning.
What do you got cooking on a Wednesday?
We'll have Mike DeRocco in with us.
Oh.
And it's a Thursday.
Oh, yeah, it is Thursday. Even better.
You know, hearing you talk about, the mic'd up with Dawkins and all these guys, I was watching, this is probably 12, 13 years ago now, I was watching a soccer broadcast where what they did for the broadcast was, instead of the typical broadcasters, they had a fan from each team in the booth. And they spent the entire broadcast talking trash to one another about what was happening on the field. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I didn't care about either team that was involved. I just enjoyed the combative nature of it. And I think the NFL, I don't know that they'd ever be willing to
Maybe an alternate channel, though.
Right, just let it loose. But I think there would be a demand even in the public for it. Yeah, I'd pay $1 to listen to my guy fight their guy for 3 hours on a broadcast.
I always thought Snoop is enjoyable. Like if you watch Snoop on NBA or stuff like that, he's kind of funny like that.
But I'm among the people that if I have the option, if I'm streaming the game on any platform, I have music playing.
Now,
I don't even listen to the broadcast anymore.
So what did you do during, Jack, did you listen to Romo, I guess is my question, because I guess he got hammered his broadcast, and he came out this week and said, well, I was sick. So
I don't know.
I don't know enough about
What did he do wrong?
I don't know, but
all I heard is he said either the Jags or Bills will win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
When they were playing, or
I
good.
listened to a lot of the broadcasts this week, and it struck me. It actually started bugging me a little bit with Romo, but he and Nance and how hard they were trying to push that. If you haven't watched them all year, the Jaguars don't stink.
Okay.
Right? And it's like, what are we doing? Right? Like they're a playoff. You can say it once and then move on to the next thing. And they make a play, and he's like, look at that play. I bet you didn't expect that from this team. It's
I
like,
got you.
come on, guys.
Yeah, because I noticed that I know he was criticized. So anyway, so you got D-Rock here?
Yeah.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. Have a great show.
Thank you much.
All right, that's Mike and Tony, and D-Rock will be here as well. They got a big show on a Thursday. Thank you. And I'm glad it's Thursday. Our work here is done,
You're
Jeffrey.
glad it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better than Wednesday.
Have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow morning. So long.
E?
Yep.
What say we swerve?
Let's swerve then.
All right.
Swerve, 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 swerve.
The Drill at the divorcemenonly.com.